I can't
So
get over how
awesome,
good should be.
awesome.
Take a
Now
Nice.
we've traveled from Italia. We've traveled to Korea. Let's make it across one of the big seas
Okay.
and go to the U.S. of A.
Grand
yeah.
Pacific.
Yes.
The westest.
The country of hamburger and hot dog.
Yes.
Make hamburger country.
Make hamburger country. How was your trip, Mr. Miguel Mendoza?
All right, so
Oh, yes.
12-hour flight from Philippines to LAX because that's where you get dropped off always. And I have to go to Georgia, which is literally end to end from west coast
Damn, coast to
east
coast. Yeah, dog. Damn.
But since we took an earlier flight because we're running on the PAL free stuff because of my dad's benefits as a retired pilot,
Sweet.
we got on an earlier flight, so we
Got the business class?
Yep. No, we were supposed to, but somebody fucked up.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So we stayed in Burbank, California.
Oh, yeah. Burbank.
That's where the Jay Leno lives.
Dude, that's where the Game Grumps are.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're right.
And
And Peter,
and Peter,
Okay.
our friend Peter.
our friend Peter,
Hi, Peter.
and the corridor peeps in the Burbanks. Burbank is
right.
nice.
Yeah. Right.
So we stayed there for 2 days. We stayed at my cousin's place because they have a nice place in Burbank, and where they work is relatively near. So after they work, they can take us around at night. So of course, when I got there, you want to eat In-N-Out burger? Like hell yeah!
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Give it
Try
to me
that.
animal
I
style.
found out that In-N-Out is they don't franchise.
No, they don't. They do not. That's why they're not outside of there.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much LA
It's
is
all
the only place you can
it's
find
all
it.
run by the main company.
Okay, that's
The
good.
family.
The family, the In-N-Out family.
Yeah, they don't
Family,
franchise.
family.
But apparently Chick-fil-A is also they don't franchise a lot,
Oh, I didn't know that.
and they're very hyper religious. So
What?
they're always closed on Sundays.
It's like
because that's the Jesus day.
it's like, may I have a chicken sandwich? Is the Jesus your Lord and Savior?
Are you serious?
No, but they are
Are they-
closed on Sundays.
Okay. At
They,
least, at the
do
very
they
least.
offer other drinks other than grape juice?
Wine.
Every 1 in 10 customers get the upgrade to wine.
Yeah. It's like it just turns into it.
Instead of fries, they have
Fish.
no the communion chips.
The communion
Oh.
chips.
Yeah, the Jesus chips.
Unleavened bread
Yeah.
And they're
and
like,
chicken.
and they're like,
Horrible Catholics.
can I
right
can I
here.
get that in a large? Do you reject Satan and how is? I do.
I didn't know this about Chick-fil-A. Interesting.
Yeah, I
Sunday
didn't even
thing?
know that.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, they're always.
That's why their
all
burgers
branches.
are T-shaped.
because
cross shaped.
because I'm mostly East Coast, so I've never actually eaten at a
Oh.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, with the
But
Wongs.
Chick-fil-A
with
comes
the Justin
from
Wongs.
Georgia,
What?
which is East Coast.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
Are there Chick-fil-A's in New York? No.
I don't know. They don't.
Because I've never.
They do franchise more than In-N-Out, but it's still very tight.
Weird.
Yeah, very select.
So, like, in
it
conservative
literally,
states.
Like,
like,
Georgia. Okay.
before that, I was in California, and
Okay.
you just ate while you were there. We didn't really
yeah.
have time to, because in America everything is a bit too far to walk,
No, yes, absolutely.
so you gotta rent
That's
a car.
why freeways are a thing.
Yeah, so for the most part, we just stayed in, watched TV,
Oh.
and then at night we'd go out. And then, as we were driving, my cousin was trying to tell me, "Have you tried Chick-fil-A?" It ruined chicken nuggets
Really?
for his
that
cousin.
good?
Yeah.
Wow.
That good.
It's he heard the hype. He's like,
Because
and
I've
he
heard
tried
the
it.
tales, yeah.
I've heard
And then
the tales.
the balance.
All
Plus your
chicken
coin to
nuggets
your
ruined
nuggets.
forever. So I'm like, that
Oh,
sounds
value
nice.
your
I'm not a believer, so
Okay.
sure, I'll try it when I can. 4-hour flight to Georgia, right? On the planes, yo, we got the Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, you watch out
I
the
watch
show
it.
also.
Dude, the movie's fun.
Yes.
Dude.
Yes.
What the fuck?
We got it.
I've
We got
never-
it.
Movie's so
It's
fun.
good. It's good. It's
I
good.
still
It's good.
have
It's
it.
It's
alright.
really good. It has nothing to do with the Fast
Yeah.
and the Furious.
Yeah.
But it's super
Snowflake,
bonkers.
baby,
This is
snowflake.
the most they've leaned into Berserk.
Dude, they canonized The Rock having ridiculous inhuman strength.
Yeah. Oh
yeah,
god, that
yeah.
final scene just fucking ridiculous.
I'm into that shit.
Strength.
I need to get on this. Holy crap.
Yeah, I saw the family of The Rock with
God
the wrestlers.
damn it. God
They
damn
try
it.
to hawk at the soldiers to death.
Yeah. It's so
But
ridiculous.
with reason, with purpose.
Yeah, everything is explained.
Yeah.
It's a funny.
Yeah.
But
it's a fun movie.
You see how ridiculous that tower scene is?
That one,
That
that was
movie
good.
is
You're just hopping,
fucking
like
insane.
hopping on each henchman.
And then, this super high tech super weapon. Yeah, these guys with the chop shop will help us fix it.
yeah.
Because family.
Because family.
I have a very good, intelligent, very...
Who knows a lot.
My
who
brother,
knows how
who's
to-
a tech nerd.
Yeah.
So this is my theory, right? In the Fast and the Furious universe, the most supreme technology is cars. Like they, all of modern technology is like reverse
to
engineers from cars.
Okay.
They're
Like
like...
that's
They're
probably
like
why.
the parasite. They're the...
The primordial
Yeah.
soup.
Yeah,
They're the
that's-
primals of Fast and
Because
the
how else would you
Furious.
explain like the doomsday weapon being fixed in a customs, like a West Coast
Yeah.
customs shop?
Fucking
What
hell.
the fuck?
Anyways, back to you.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
so these fucking long ass flights, 12 hours. I actually watched the Hobbs and Shaw from Manila to LA,
Fuck
and amidst like other movies. So
yeah.
on the 4-hour flight from LA to Georgia, where you go through another time zone and lose 2 hours.
Yes, you do. You time travel.
I time traveled twice.
Wow.
I ended up watching Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah,
And,
baby.
like,
Now you know.
Dude, I was trying to sell this to Rafi earlier. Where like,
Sounds good.
if you want all the space tech shit,
Yeah.
watch Discovery.
Okay.
Like
Michael.
for me, it's better than even the modern movies.
Yeah.
It's real good. Like if you're not sold on episode 1, then I don't know. But that's a very strong opening episode.
All right.
And they're an hour apiece, so like there's 3 hours. You just got to deal with this one last hour. And what's nice about because I took Delta Airways, they have the new modern monitors, which has a USB port.
Yes.
Where if you have your own media, you can watch it there.
Cool.
But what?
And and like if you
Interesting.
need to charge your device, just
Yeah,
pop
yeah.
it into the
Oh,
screen.
I didn't know those work like that. I was just using it to charge my devices.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting.
Since my phone was like, you want to connect as a media, then the screen was like, do you have anything you want to play on the thing? Like,
Okay. I see you. I see you.
I probably could. They wouldn't catch me.
Yeah.
Probably
Don't
wouldn't
get
catch
caught.
me.
Did you see?
DGC, don't get caught.
Always be watching.
Boys, be ambitious.
Also,
You gotta save that for us. BBA, baby. BBA.
also, you know how PAL's headsets have the double audio jack,
Yeah.
so you can't really just pop in a regular one.
Yeah, you can.
And I used to remember where like in American Airlines or United,
Yeah.
you have to pay to borrow a headset.
Oh, that's dumb.
It's super scummy.
Yeah.
Delta's like
gonna be bad.
you can buy a headset and then keep,
Uh-huh.
or you can just use your own. Like the
Oh,
headphone
that's
jack
good.
is a regular 3.5.
That's,
So, like,
yeah.
that's convenient.
I saw that. I thought like, will they tell me off if I plug my own headset?
Yeah,
And, like I see
they
all the
won't
other
care.
people use it and like, boom. Then my mom goes like, where'd you get the headset? Like, no, this is mine.
That's cool.
Noise.
Yeah, so that was like, it's been a while since I've been on a plane to the States, so things have changed.
And those screens on PAL, the new ones. Did you get the new ones?
They use, I think, the same model on all. They just changed the jacks and stuff.
Okay.
Because the home button, the placement of the ports are pretty much similar, and the UI looks kind of similar too.
Okay.
So fucking flights. We get to Georgia, we go all the way to North Decatur, which is like an hour away from the airport, and like in traffic in California is like nothing.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
you're still moving
No,
fairly
yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
You're going at like 40 to 60.
When they complain about traffic, it's nothing.
It's
You,
nothing.
you don't know what you're saying.
But get to Georgia, there are moments where like this looks like EDSA.
Oh, okay.
We come to like a few full stops.
So
sometimes.
that poster of The Walking Dead is actually accurate.
Yeah, like the big
Yeah.
double highway.
That was
big
before
highway
the
of this-
apocalypse.
Yeah, that was before the apocalypse. Oh
And
my god.
of course, people reference The Walking Dead. Yes.
Yeah.
So that was,
Coral and everything.
I don't think I've ever been to Georgia. Like, what's it known for?
Crossbows.
Racist.
Crossbows.
no,
and-
Miggs is not actually wrong.
What?
Oh, man.
About the racism.
Oh, man.
Because that's where the segregation for a lot of black people
for
were.
racism.
No.
Oh,
That's
okay.
where the
Damn it!
it's where the segregation
It's
of a
their
lot
export.
It's their main export.
Oh my god.
Oh
no!
Why,
It's where Martin Luther King was born.
Oh.
And the segregation of black people was mainly brought to Georgia.
Oh.
It's a big ass state.
Oh, okay.
Big
okay.
state. And that's where the Martin Luther King tried to do his job. And
Yeah.
Did
we
he
actually
just
went to his house
To Martin Luther King.
where he was born and
Yeah.
where he moved out into.
Cool.
How is he?
Dead.
So yeah,
Super
yeah.
dead.
Yeah. Also, the birthplace of Central Rap, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Really?
Atlanta is.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I didn't know.
Big hip hop place.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can also add in Korea is big into hip hop.
Yeah, right now.
Really?
That's good.
Not into pop.
I mean
just pop?
K-pop in general, but there's a lot of
Rap now. Crap.
rap.
K-pop.
K-hop. K-hop. I mean,
K-hop.
K-hop.
Pop.
It's
Dude, I'm gonna keep using that until it catches on.
You don't want to use
God.
crap?
No, K-pop.
No.
K-pop. K-pop.
Okay.
K-hip, K-hop.
also KNB, R&B. But-
Korean and blues.
Yeah.
K&B.
Korean ballads.
blues.
Yeah. And you know,
K&B sounds like a chicken place.
Oh
though.
yeah.
actually like
Chicken beer,
the
Korean
new actually
blues.
like the new genre kettle.
kettle.
Yeah, metal.
Oh,
Korean
Korean
metal.
metal, kettle.
I didn't get that. Damn it.
Yeah.
I feel so bad.
So,
So yeah, Georgia.
Georgia, how was Georgia?
I get there because my sister got an actual house. Like they used to live in an apartment, but like within the year they actually bought a house. So
Nice.
we went
That's
to their
nice.
new house, big house.
Damn.
Fucking the living room has a tall ass ceiling,
Oh,
and then
shit.
a second floor where like they also had like 3 guest rooms.
Awesome.
Wow.
Huge
Sounds
ass house.
fucking huge. Yeah.
And
Sounds
it's like-
like The Walking Dead. The video
When
game.
we're not there, it's just my sister, her husband, and 1 kid.
What?
Oh wow.
They live in large, bro.
Yeah.
You
And, like-
loaded.
Damn.
you loaded.
And,
So it's the perfect retreat for all the family now. So everyone is saying we know where to go on Christmas.
Yeah, it sounds like fun actually. If you
Yeah.
fill that up.
Yeah.
So
just like in Home Alone.
and
No, in Home Alone they leave the house.
I mean, they go back.
no, they don't.
Yes, they do.
At the end of the movie, yes.
Not in the second one. They leave it again to go to New York.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean,
And that
They
house is
still
in
go
Chicago, mate.
Bro, when you said
I know,
Home Alone, the main thing was they left him, not they went back.
Also,
for-
the title of the movie is Home Alone.
not Home Again.
No, not Home Together,
I
not
think that's
Home
that
Again.
dog movie.
It's Home Alone.
Right. So-
we got it.
To continue the Burbank story, my sister's husband goes like, we're driving around, right? I say
Yeah.
like, oh, Chick-fil-A, like, Chick-fil-A is really good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What do you mean, like, it ruined chicken nuggets for me? And like, you too?
Oh wow. So
What
it
is
is true.
this?
You were supposed to be the chosen one.
Both of them just try to hyper sell Chick-fil-A to me for no reason.
So you're like receiving these rave reviews
Yeah.
of Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And like, I gotta say, it has also ruined chicken nuggets.
Oh my god.
Oh, what?
Even
Good.
Yeah,
McDonald's.
it's pretty good.
Oh man.
It's different.
It's
They're,
not.
they're smaller,
like crisp-
crispier.
Which is like
Oh, it's like chicken pops.
Yeah,
which is
good
kind
chicken
of like
pops.
the opposite of what I had today. Because like I tried like a Tim Hortons chicken sandwich. And
Oh.
it was
Ooh,
it is the worst chicken sandwich
it's
I've
very
ever had.
dry.
Worst chicken sandwich
I wouldn't
I've
say
ever
it's the
had.
worst, but it's not,
It's the worst I've
it's not
had.
good.
In Korea, in Lotteria, there's this thing called the T-Rex burger, which
But
is
they're
basically a chicken burger.
I mean,
Well, okay, that's accurate.
We've discovered that they're avian.
Yeah, that's why it's
It's
chicken.
accurate.
Scientifically accurate chicken burger.
Is that good? Oh no. Oh, no.
It's, it's too big to be like. It has a lot of mayonnaise.
The Brahma chicken.
Wait, wait. Did you buy it at the Harry Potter? I think I might have discovered your problem.
It's in Lotteria. It's
Oh, okay,
Lotteria.
okay.
Instead of a basilisk, Hongdae Parker fights a giant T-Rex.
Hongdae Potter.
Oh my god! Instead of an owl, it's an Archaeopteryx.
Oh Jesus
Anyway,
Christ.
All
So,
right.
when you finally got to try the Chick-fil-A,
Chick-fil-A
what
aside.
happened?
Yeah. I didn't get the full experience because they forgot all the sauces.
Oh.
but the nuggets alone.
The nuggets alone
It's
are like
something to
damn
crave.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Masarap kahit walang
respect.
sauce.
Yeah, dude.
Mm.
Parang gravy ng KFC.
Chokes to go. And it's really annoying actually how they're closed on Sundays.
Yeah.
Because like I could go for Chick-fil-A, like fuck it's Sunday.
And not on the day of the Lord, you heathen.
No chicken shall be had
But like
this
we're driving
day.
around, like it's the perfect time for chicken.
No, it's not.
God damn it. So we went there to spend Christmas,
Yeah.
and my sister's kid is a little girl who's 2 years old. She's not into any of the Barbies or whatever.
Oh, cool.
She's into dinosaurs and trucks.
Hell yeah!
Dinosaurs.
Hell yeah!
Like
Dinosaurs.
both the cartoony dinosaurs and fucking real ass dinosaur toys.
Yeah.
And
Has she watched all the Jurassic Park movies?
we got her to. They had the family had the. I got to trick them into watching Jurassic Park 1.
Yes.
For
That's my Christmas movie.
We watched all the Christmas movies. We watched Die Hard, watched Home Alone 1 and 2, and all
Oh,
that.
those are the good ones.
Like on December 26th, they ran out of stuff to watch, and you know what? Jurassic Park sounds real good, and they search for it. It's in none of their. It's in none of their streaming softwares. It's $5 on something, and
Oh shit.
I'll pay that. Boom.
Nice.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
So she
not bad.
the kid enjoyed it, but when the T-Rex comes, she gets scared.
Oh no.
But the moment it goes away, she's fine.
Okay.
That's a
So
similar
she goes,
experience
I don't
had.
like T-Rex, and after that, Brachiosaur.
Yeah.
Wow, she knows.
Yeah, she knows. She knows dinosaur names. I don't know. And at
Get
one
her-
point during the groceries, she saw a giant stuffed dinosaur, something she can ride on.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't leave the thing for
No way.
40 minutes.
So you bought it?
It's $100.
Oh geez.
It's
Yikes.
30% off, but that's still $70.
Yeah.
So parang we just had her play around with it until Masawa. Come Christmas Day, guess what Santa brought?
Aww.
The same dinosaur.
Yeah.
Dinosaur. She
That's
loves it.
good.
That's cute.
Is
That's
it
a
made
Christmas
from
story.
amber and frog DNA?
And a mosquito. So
That's
stop.
cute.
Have you seen that GIF of who's the Japanese lady wrestler?
There's a ton.
Not the
In
famous
WWE?
one, the one that vlogs.
It's
and
Asuka.
stuff.
Asuka.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's that GIF of her dumping a bag full of dinosaur toys in a
Fuck,
wrestling.
really?
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's pretty much Christmas for us.
Okay.
Dinosaurs left and right.
Oh my
Then the
God.
occasional bulldozer truck toy that she brought on to their bedroom and then slept with it.
Oh.
Christmas Eve.
Oh, she's left with the truck. That's
Yeah.
the cutest thing.
So cute.
Oh man, she
But
would
it's
love Fast and the Furious.
We'll get there.
especially
It's not a truck though.
when they go back to the past. Fast and the Furious time travel. Let's go.
Well, they need to go to heaven first.
Gonna
and
get
save
that
Paul
Tupac
Walker.
tech with Brian.
And then when they come back, maybe that's what they try to do. They try to change. Instead of going to heaven, they go back to the past to change circumstances.
To prevent him from
Yeah,
dying.
yeah,
Which he
yeah.
doesn't even die in the movie.
yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Prevent him for going away with his wife.
Prevent him from turning left. Or did he go
Okay.
right? I forget.
Left. Okay.
So the touristy things we did was
Yeah.
we went to the Martin Luther King part. So there's a certain section in Georgia where it's where a lot of the black people were housed. So you can see a lot of
Back in the day.
like post World War II
Segregation.
segregation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we visited the house of Martin Luther King, which was open to the public until 4 p.m. It's a fucking long ass line.
Wow, I can
And
imagine.
it's preserved like a museum.
Huh. Okay.
And then some of the houses in that area, which some are, museum pieces now.
Yeah.
Some people live in some of these houses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
can imagine.
they're functional houses still.
And they're the caretakers of it, or no?
Some do have caretakers. Some are just no, they just live in it.
Oh,
They
okay.
rent it out.
Oh.
So it's still a functional neighborhood.
Cool.
We saw the firehouse, which had the first black firefighters,
Oh.
and then the churches that Martin Luther King did his speeches in,
Oh yeah.
and there was an underground section where he has the secret,
Yeah, the secret speech.
the big speeches too.
That's where his superhero armor is.
Maybe there's a bunch of doors that were locked, so that was neat. We saw a lot of the schools, the first schools for black people in Georgia. So we saw the high schools, a lot of the colleges. Some of them have shut down.
Wow, it was
And
terrible.
some of the villages are not maintained,
Yeah.
so that kind of sucks.
To have your tourist destinations as the first black something or the first school for black people, parang, yeah, I think I get what you mean when you say that their main attraction is because of the racism.
Are you trying to say what you said a while ago?
Kind of. No, I'm trying to
Are you
understand.
trying to defend?
No, No, I just see what you mean. Like all the touristy spots are like
What do you
the
mean you
first.
see what he
It's
means?
not all the touristy spots. It's
Oh,
that
yeah,
particular
okay.
one.
I see.
But you were the one that said that, not him.
Different Samson, you said that.
It was you.
Don't try to pass it around. Don't put that evil
You
on
even
us.
said George's export.
wrong,
goods
Sid.
is racist.
But wrong said.
In that cute.
But it's wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just not.
It's okay.
Let me just not backpedal.
What's nice about a lot of the tourist spots for that is that there's no admission fee. It's free.
That's
Because,
good.
That's good.
Martin Luther King tried to push for that, where to teach the history, we don't ask you to pay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that pushed through.
That's cool.
So you can donate. That's the thing, but entrance is free. You can look at it. There are some parts where it's only open at certain hours of the day, but then most of the places to go are actually you can just actually just walk
Go
in.
around.
Yeah,
That's cool.
so that's neat. The other main attraction in Georgia is the aquarium,
Aquarium.
which we visited, and man, them beluga whales. You know that meme with the mussel whale?
Oh,
it was real.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just big packs of mussels, and they
There's
just
a-
swim around.
Wow. Okay.
And they know-
Whale?
There's a lot of beluga whales because
Is it huge?
the aquariums are also a rehabilitation spot.
Okay.
So if you buy a ticket, it actually goes into supporting the
Wait,
studies.
How big are they? It's a
Yeah.
whale. So how big is the
It's
whole
a beluga
thing?
whale is
Like a
like
whole-
maybe 2.5 people long,
Oh.
big.
Oh,
And
two
like-
and a half people long. Okay.
like
so not,
end to end.
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
like Gyarados.
Are these people 6'5"
Not like a
or
lapras. I was thinking like
8'5",
lapras.
Oh, yeah.
They're not
Lapras
like
size.
round. They're long.
Okay, okay.
And then put muscle, and
Jeez.
they know if there's a crowd because they will really swim up to you.
Oh.
The flex.
Dude,
Muscle
they'll flex,
beluga.
they'll look at you. There's
That's
that
cool.
gif of that beluga whale who does like water pulse, shoots a bubble
Cool.
to a
cool.
child.
Like
What a
smoke
po-
rings.
what a
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Oh, what a Pokemon.
Used, what's that? Water pulse from Pokemon.
Super effective.
So they really do that. When they see a crowd, like they'll start swimming around near the window.
That's cool.
So that's neat. There was a display where, like you walk through a tunnel, and the entire thing is the
Yeah.
aquarium.
Yeah.
It's funny because you see the sign, brought to you by Home Depot,
Oh, jeez.
and the
Oh.
logo of Home Depot is everywhere.
Wow.
It's plastered
Are
on
they
the
like
windows.
sponsored by Home Depot? I mean,
Well,
is
they
it from
put
Home
up
Depot?
everything, and actually, I think they're originally based from Georgia,
Okay.
so they actually have a lot of projects there.
Okay.
So they're like the city is proud of that. It's just weird seeing like the logo brought to you by Home Depot. But like the actual big aquariums are cool because you see all like the Finding Nemo fish are everywhere, and like they have a lot of aquariums where it's just a big wall,
Okay.
and then like reefs, and then tiny fish. Then in the big pool, it's fucking whale sharks in there too.
Huh.
Okay.
Like orcas.
Like
No,
Oh, wait. No, whale shark.
that's
No,
killer.
whale shark.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
whale sharks are native to the Philippines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah.
ones
Forgot.
where they just have a big gaping mouth.
Yeah.
It's Big Slamu.
Oh,
No.
Slamu?
Yeah, Slamu is a whale
it?
shark.
Is he
Is
still
he?
a whale
I
shark?
think so, yeah. That's
Is
why
it- is
his
it
name is
orange?
Slamu.
No, Shamu
Shamu.
is a killer whale.
Yeah.
Oh, my
He's
bad.
an orca.
Who is
no,
Slamu?
Big Slam is the football
Big
player.
Slamu is the big guy.
The football
The
player.
orange
The
guy.
orange shark.
Orange
He's the
shark.
big guy. He's the dead.
No, Big
Yeah,
Slamu.
no, I know this.
Wait, yeah, see?
I
He's
only
with
know
me.
Shamu.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
you don't even know. You don't even remember.
No, street
that.
sharks.
Street sharks.
Street
okay.
sharks.
Oh,
Street
No,
sharks.
I thought.
Whale.
There are no whale
No,
sharks in
no,
sea sharks.
I thought we
There-
were talking about a real whale named Slamu. And I was like,
There's
which-
no movie about the whale called Slamu. There's only Willy.
Oh, yeah.
Free Willy.
Free Slamu.
Free Slamu.
So they don't do whale shows anymore because that's cruel.
no,
But
yeah.
Dolphin
God.
shows are fine because dolphins are smart.
Yeah.
And usually what happens is if they rehabilitate a dolphin, they'll try to train him before releasing them. So dolphin shows are okay. We managed to catch the dolphin show the moment we went in. So that was one to watch. They also get a kid from the audience to interact with one of the dolphins as like a segment. So that was neat.
Oh, it's good. Oh,
It was
it's good.
It's fun.
No, I tried.
I mean, yeah, you can hear the dolphins.
Something, yeah.
Some of them do sound like that.
Yeah.
fucking that big aquarium has like so many different kinds of sea creatures, and I'm like, how do these fish just not eat each other?
Maybe
Like there's a shark, there's a whale shark, there's a small fish, there's a turtle named Tank, who's apparently a rarity in that pool because he doesn't really swim around.
Nemo,
often.
dude, get on
Yeah,
my
yeah.
shell, dude.
So one of the hosts was like, "Oh, cool! Our sea turtle Tank is here, just swimming around." That was neat.
I wish my Jurassic Park is like that aquarium. So my carnivore dinosaurs won't eat my rabbits.
Eat your audience, but profits are up.
Yeah.
That's okay, not
That
bad.
game is insane. So the aquarium is like once you get in, it's more like here's a central hub, and here's a bunch of like different displays. You can just actually decide where to go. So that was neat. Then the dolphin show is like, oh, you have to go up to the second floor, and then there's a schedule for it. But outside of that, you can just freely go to any of the displays. There's
Are there penguins? Or...
yeah, there's penguins.
Nice.
They don't do anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
they don't
kinda
do the
just stand
kiss?
around.
They don't kiss.
But they do
walk.
have that. You can go down like a tunnel that brings you into like
Oh, the-
one of the orbs
yeah,
that's in the middle
yeah,
of the
yeah,
thing.
yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that.
They
You
don't
get-
do anything though. So
We
You
have
can't
that
feed
too.
them fish? Or
no, you
anything?
can't feed them.
You can.
It's closed.
Oh.
But you can look at them, and once you look in the dome, it's like it's penguin crotches. You're just sitting around,
Nope,
Sweet.
Yep.
Nice.
Sounds about right.
Yep. and they kind of stink.
Yeah,
Oh,
even
yeah.
There's a
penguins.
smell.
Yeah,
That particular
fish
pen has a
smell
smell.
too.
Yeah, it smells like fish.
Because they eat it raw, right? They eat the
Yeah.
fish raw.
Just
With their
like
serrated
Danny DeVito.
teeth.
Just like me with salmon. I'm like,
You ate that salmon raw?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
it's close to it. Sashimi.
That's about it.
There was also a section where like here's a pool that's open. There's a bunch of starfish. Would you like to touch some of the starfish? Because it's safe.
Oh.
Oh yeah, totally safe.
Yeah, they don't do anything.
Oh boy.
And the jellyfish segment.
Oh.
Fucking LED lights in
Jellyfish.
the fucking display.
Oh no, what's the jellyfishing song? Living in the sunlight, living in the sunlight, having a wonderful time.
F is
Do
for
they
friends who
actually-
do stuff together. Well,
Is
the
there a
jellyfish don't do
presentation?
anything because like they have no bones.
Yeah.
So they just like swim.
just
They
do
don't
this.
give a shit.
Yeah.
But you know, like the setup with the lights,
Yeah.
make them look pretty cool.
Yeah.
And like some of them are fucking scary. Like the jellyfish
Yeah.
with the long tendrils, and like I would die if I
Yeah.
touched that.
No, yeah.
For sure.
And the ones that look like they have a wedding dress, like a whole,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
frills in, frills.
Yeah.
I'm like, icky.
But there's also the jellyfish where they're just like little round marshmallows,
Oh yeah.
and those have the really cool like LED setups. Like I took a ton of photos while I was there in the entire aquarium. So the displays are nice. It was also cute how you don't see the clownfish from Finding Nemo, but there was one segment with clownfish,
Okay.
and there were two of them.
Oh.
And there was a blue tang in there
dory.
too. Yeah.
Oh, they know.
Yeah,
They
like,
know.
They purposely put one blue tang
Yeah.
in this
No,
clownfish.
yeah.
They know.
I mean, is there in the end of that thing? Is there like an aquarium where it's just like 5 different types of fishes in the aquarium?
I would like to have that. Like,
No, the big wall with the small fish. You can see like the bubbles guy. There's a bunch of them. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, it's
yeah.
bubbles.
Yeah.
I'm
There
like,
are-
Scar,
everywhere.
where's Scardo?
Yeah.
No, this was,
Oh,
he was in
no
a separate
Defoe?
display.
Oh,
No
okay.
Defoe.
No Defoe.
The angelfish, yeah.
I'm pretty sure
There's no bloat.
there's no. Is there a guy that says, "Hey, clownfish, say something funny"?
Weren't they just bass or something?
Yeah, I think so.
They did have some of the lionfish that are known to be around the Philippines.
What are lionfish?
Like the stonefish where they look like they're just a bunch of spikes.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
can't-
It's
yeah.
like
I
super
can't.
venomous, but like they're pretty and scary.
Like
No, not puffer.
Like stonefish or tigerfish?
Stonefish, yeah.
like a hedgehog.
Like a hedgehog?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Like the spines look like a lion's mane because some of them are wide and then a lot of them are just spikes.
Oh.
Like a hedgehog.
He's gonna keep pushing it.
Like, okay, I have a picture in my head.
You have a supercomputer in your hand that you can just
It's
look up
fine,
what a
man.
lionfish or stonefish
I
looks like.
want to imagine it as a hedgehog.
But like I wasn't expecting much because I thought it was a smaller like aquarium. It's pretty fucking big in there. Yeah,
Sounds big.
it's cool, and like people just go there sometimes. Like,
Is it free?
no, it's $40.
Ooh.
But the ticket helps with the research.
Ah, okay.
Apparently,
Yeah,
they
I'm into
admit that, so that's cool.
If it's a good
That's
exhibit,
good.
I'm
So
into it.
it's an exhibit plus the rehabilitation side. And
How-
they have otters. Otters are cute as hell.
Yeah.
One of them just literally didn't do nothing. He was lying down in a box of ice.
Ooh.
In a box?
Box
Yeah,
of
like
ice.
he was like just rolling around an ice box. He didn't
Okay,
give a
okay,
shit.
okay.
Then the other one was just like holding some kind of flotation thing. It was just like floating along the pool.
Oh, that's cute.
But like the jets of the pool just make him circulate around.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, dude,
Very
sounds
convenient,
like that.
yeah.
What a cush
It's
life.
super cute.
Yeah.
And like when he swims, he doesn't move his legs.
Oh, jeez. It's
How?
like the most
super
chill
casual,
otter.
chill
Okay,
otter.
okay.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Cuddle party.
Punched it. Oh.
So the Georgia Aquarium is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Beside that is like the Civil History Center,
Okay.
and then across that is the world of Coca-Cola,
Yo, soft drinks.
because that's
Favorite
where Coca-Cola
pastime.
came from.
Oh, in Georgia.
too. Yeah.
Kind of piece that together.
I
Yes.
had no idea.
But they're all in the same spot.
Okay.
And then across the street is the CNN building.
Wow.
Oh.
Very
They're all
convenient.
just within
yeah.
the same area.
Like I can imagine just CNN going on a special about Coca-Cola. Oh, let's just walk.
walk
a few
across
blocks
the
away.
street.
Yeah.
Anthony Cooper, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
So the world of Coca-Cola, the moment you go in, you can literally get a free can of Coke.
Fuck yeah.
That makes sense.
Like, because they feed in people through groups.
Oh.
Because if they have too much people, it becomes kind of hectic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So while you wait, like, here's a free can of Coke. You could choose from regular Coke, Coke Zero, Cherry Coke, and Coke Life.
Mm-hmm.
The green
no.
can.
Yeah, Coke
Oh,
Life.
no.
I've had that. I've had that.
I've had that once.
Coke Life?
Yes,
Life.
Coke Life.
Not good.
It has a green
What's it
can.
taste
it's
like?
stevia,
Basically, like
Yeah.
but it tastes different.
it's
Okay.
colored Sprite.
yeah,
It's called
clear.
Sprite.
It's
Okay.
clear Coke
Yeah, there you go.
with the green can, so you can choose from. I was hoping for more flavors, but like
Oh,
sure.
there's no lemon Coke or anything.
That's inside.
Oh, exclusive.
So you go in. They show you the weird, fucked up old mascots that they have.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
I didn't have my phone, so I
How
think
fucked
I,
up we
polar
talking about?
bear, right? Oh,
I wish I should just
Oh,
look up
boy.
photos, but like some of them look creepy as hell.
Oh.
Okay.
But the idea was these are the creatures living in the vending machine, making the Coke for you.
Oh, so
okay.
So
dust
I think there were
mites-
animated commercials for it too.
Mm,
The icky?
Some of them look
some of
icky,
them
like they don't
are.
have eyes. Two of them don't have eyes, and they're brothers.
What is so weird?
It's just
Ooh.
big teeth and like.
It's basically the video game brothers.
I'm
Yeah, they
Googling
look
it.
like they look like the creepy mascots
You
you'd
have to
expect
guide
from.
both
I
of
don't know.
them to get you Coke.
It ain't no Fido Dido.
No spots. No spots. No
It's
Pepsi
not a
Mans.
person. It's like some
Just-
freaky tiny animal.
I
Who
just-
is the Coke mascot right now?
I remember it's
Santa
polar
Claus?
bear. No, it's
Polar bear.
A polar bear? Okay.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is red because of Coke, but their mascot is the polar bear.
Okay. Is Santa Claus like copyrighted? Does anyone own Santa
No.
Claus?
I
No.
don't think so. I don't
No.
think so. I don't
Okay.
think so.
But he is red because of Coke.
Okay.
Otherwise, he used to wear a tan
Green.
suit that became green at some point. But red kicked because of Coke. And then the polar bear is the actual mascot. I think they've been the mascot since '93
Yeah. I think
when they
that's-
had the CG commercials, and
that
it's the
sounds
mascot
about
until
right.
now.
Yeah.
So after you go into the waiting area and the display of like here's all the old ads, some old props,
Cool.
here's some of the original machines.
Like
Okay.
there's vintage posters of Coke.
Yeah, around that entire thing.
I love
You
vintage
go into like a theater, then they play you a video of like, oh, happy moments, and like, where's
All right.
it looks like user-based videos.
Okay.
So
Oh,
like
shit.
one of them is like a clip of dudes throwing a ball from their hotel window to the pool, and then there's a basketball hoop in the pool.
Okay.
So it's like cuts of that, and at the
Sure.
end they get like a hoop in, and then they
Okay.
cheer, and like people just having happy moments and cheering, and like, where's the Coke? Only one person had a Coke bottle in all of the videos. So I'm like, this is just a way to waste time while they feed people out of the other area.
Yeah.
Probably.
So once you get in there, it's the same thing, central hub. Then you can go through the different displays. But the last display that leads to the exit is the taste testing segment,
Interesting.
which it has like sections of like here's Asia, here's America, here's Europe, here's Russia, and here's the different flavors unique to that like area.
Okay.
So Philippines was represented by Royal because otherwise it's Fanta everywhere else.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Oh, are we the only
That's-
country that has Royal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Korea, they have Fanta.
Oh, dude.
Not Royal.
I mean, it's virtually the same.
I didn't know that.
Because Fanta and Royal taste the same to me.
Yeah.
But the property Royal is specific to the Philippines.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Interesting.
So it's not just sodas. Like there's a bunch of juices and teas that are made by Coke, and like this was released first in this country, or like this.
Interesting.
It's one drink per like country. The weirdest one was the China one. I forget the name, and I should have brought my phone because I don't remember the brand. I couldn't Google it.
Okay.
It tastes like carbonated barbecue sauce.
What?
Like full-on carbonated barbecue sauce.
That's weird.
It's so weird.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
I don't know what to feel about
I was like, there were so many people saying it tastes like shit. Then like my sister and her husband like, it tastes like barbecue sauce, dude. Like, I couldn't imagine it.
Like
And when I-
barbecue sauce soup?
No,
Like carbonated?
like carbonated barbecue sauce, and it's sweet.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to picture, but it's just
Yeah.
the taste of barbecue sauce with like the carbonation of like Sprite.
Jeez, okay. That's
So when I drank it, I was just laughing because like it's just barbecue. What
weird.
kind of a fucking drink is
Yeah,
this?
kind of not a fan. Yeah. Super
Apparently
not a
that's
fan.
that's a thing in
Savory
China where they
soda.
like
They like
meat
barbecue
sauces as beverages.
Really?
There was a
Maybe-
Coke that had like a weird ass flavor than dune.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's weird, man.
Jeez.
China.
Yeah.
But it was an interesting drink. The rest were pretty much like,
What's-
here's a juice that I haven't tasted.
What's
I'm like,
in
that's
Italy?
nice. I couldn't remember because like it's soda fountains. So the downside is some of them will run out
Oh.
because it's just people trying it out. Some people
Yeah.
take like a small portion. Some people take a full cup
Yeah.
Jeez.
because you can just get a cup and then just press on the button and get as much as you want.
Yeah.
And if you leave that, it leads to the gift shop, and then you can't go back. So that's the last display.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a place where they show the process of, making the carbonated drink?
No,
it's
actually,
just
no.
actual museum.
It's more
stuff.
museum style, yeah. But the original Coke formula that's written
It's
in like the
there.
document is actually there, and it's in a big cartoon vault, like a big square vault with a hand scanner and
Oh
then
my
like a
God.
number lock. And if you cross the line, it beeps at you. Step away from the vault.
Sounds like it was engineered by Professor Keenby.
Like I was like, yeah, this big ass
Where's that
cartoon
from?
vault. I swear,
Rich.
Yeah,
Richie
yeah.
Rich.
it looks
Rich,
like that.
Rich, right.
It really does.
Yeah.
And like they said, like it's actually in there. Like I don't want to believe you, but apparently it's actually in there.
Okay.
Like it doesn't matter now, I guess.
I imagine
nowadays.
somewhere in a bank that's more secure.
It used to be. Then they pulled
that's
it
what
out
okay.
and then moved it there.
You can't trust the banks, bro.
And it's actually a law if you try to crack the code. It won't let you, but it's not hard guarded. So some asshole was just triggering the alarm
Oh,
over and
gosh,
over again.
What the
What an
fuck?
Wow,
asshole.
what an asshole. America.
And then when someone went in, he just
Fuck
ran
yeah.
away. And then we got blamed for it because we were standing there.
I can imagine.
Oh, did they get mad?
No, they just told us off, and then she
Okay.
left. She's having a bad day, I guess.
I'd imagine like that'd be guarded like a Terminator or some shit.
I mean, I guess it
Polar
wouldn't matter
bear.
at this point anymore, anyway, because like Coke is around the world, so
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
anywhere.
yeah, like the 12 spices, that's horseshit.
I
KFC.
mean,
Yeah.
if the chum bucket has technology to
Karen
get anything from just the
Computer
product
life.
alone,
is
with the analyzing
is
computer.
plankton is chum bucket Pepsi.
Maybe, or
So the pathway to the vault is like some secret agent nonsense.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So
Laser wires.
You go through like a bank vault display into like a showroom of like drawers and writings on the wall.
Okay.
And like you pull a drawer out and like, oh, this isn't the secret you're looking for. The secret is in here.
Really?
Then like
Formula.
there's a screen where if you walk on it, a silhouette of your shadow will appear. and it'll reveal like some subtitles. So like, look for the secret.
What the
Yeah,
Why are
no,
they doing
those-
that?
and then
Yourself,
You see that? Do you see that video of where it looks like I'm getting Thanos snap?
Why are they?
Like you
Oh,
go
I
in front
haven't
of
seen it.
you
I
go in
haven't
front
seen
of a screen and it captures your images, but you're fizzing like a Coke bubble.
I
But it
don't
looks like
get
I'm just
it.
getting.
Why are they
snapped.
encouraging
It's-
people to crack the code? Because it's not there. Or it's like
It's there, but it doesn't matter.
they make an attraction of it.
It's
Yeah.
like they're
Yeah.
making fun of you. Oh no, you can't actually do
But
that.
it was fun going around it, but like it doesn't matter.
It's just one big escape room.
Yeah.
To
Without
find
an
the-
escape.
Yeah, but you find it, and then you find the Coke formula.
The interesting part was you go through the actual like museum part, which is all the different iterations of the Coke bottles from its original to its modern.
Oh, yeah,
the
those are
green
cool.
ones.
Yeah, like it looks like a milk bottle initially with,
Ah.
with the cap,
Okay.
and then you go through like all the brands they made throughout the years, and then there's a nice digital screen where you can swipe, so it's lined up throughout the years. Like here's where we
Yeah.
made this drink,
Historical.
but when you swipe it to the center circle, it shows you the bottle,
Oh,
but outside of it, it shows you the brand.
Oh,
So
cool.
that was a nice piece. Then you see all the old like bottles of the different drinks that they also made,
Cool.
and all the old vending machines that used to exist.
Hey.
And one of them is like a working one. It doesn't like you can press it to hear the sounds, but it doesn't actually pop out a bottle. But it was like an original machine, like refurbished
Yeah,
back
yeah.
into working condition. So that was cool. You know the polar bear mascot,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one
absolutely.
who does the amazing photos.
Yeah.
The scarf.
Yeah, who like looks at the camera, then the jaw drops.
No, yeah.
So he was there, but he wasn't working it.
Oh, was it a different guy in the suit?
Maybe.
probably on
Somebody
Great.
who's not paid as much.
Dude, and it's super creepy because if you take a close look, his eyes are a deep red.
Oh no.
And I looked at the stuffed toys in the gift
Evil.
shop. They're red.
I mean, all albino animals have red eyes.
Like
Yeah,
hamsters?
for real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of them.
Even
It's
polar
creepy,
bears.
though.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
polar bears.
Are polar bears considered albino?
No, they're just like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like, do they have
I
red
thought
eyes?
they had black eyes.
I don't know.
It's so creepy. Like looking at it up close, like the mascot isn't working it. Also, he looks fucking creepy up close.
Oh, no.
Let's not line up for this photo.
You see him in
man.
the back like smoking, like crusty
In the suit.
Yeah. I have a long day. You guys want some soda?
Oh crap.
It's a living.
Oh man.
So, yeah, there was also a section where it's like a mini theater, and it shows you all the commercials that Coke has made
Yeah.
for their different products, not just Coke.
With their Santa Claus actor featured in the Christmas promos.
Santa Claus actor?
There was a lot of fucking videos. There was even like different
They
language
have their,
videos.
their
so I couldn't
photogenic
watch all.
Santa Claus.
Alright.
Like,
What's happening to him?
Nothing.
I don't know.
You explain mix to me, man.
I was expecting like more of the. They did have 2 new flavors that I wasn't able to try because they weren't on the fountains. You had to ask someone to serve it to you.
Okay.
It was gingerbread Coke
Ooh.
and the Sprite flavor that I forgot the name of.
Oh, gingerbread Coke sounds delish.
And it's
I
not
wouldn't know.
I mean, it's basically Coke with cinnamon for sure.
Ooh.
right, and it's not like a released product.
Oh, it's
So experimental.
I guess. The new product was cinnamon Coke actually.
Oh, okay.
okay.
So you can. That's the one you can buy around Georgia. Took me a
Gotcha.
while to find it too.
Jeez.
There was also another Sprite flavor out at the time for Christmas. I forgot what. That was sold out everywhere. So I was expecting actually like being able to taste more weird, wacky Coke flavors, but you know, barbecue sauce carbonated drink
Yeah,
was
that's-
also.
that's-
a thing.
I feel like that was it. Yeah.
Tops everything.
I think that was the thing.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the thing to try.
Like before I left, like you have to try it, dude.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't leave. Like I'm gonna try it then.
Anything else happen on the USA?
That was the major ones. We just hung around, and like, I was telling Rafina earlier because my sister has a lot of the streaming services all paid for. Fucking Disney Plus is kick ass.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Is
dude,
it?
dude,
Yeah.
he sold it to me.
Did you
It
watch
sounds
The
awesome.
Lady and the Tramp live action?
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah,
It was there. I didn't watch it, but it was there.
This is the night.
I didn't even know it was out.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
I think it went out at November.
Baka direct to video.
No, or I think just early December.
Oh, okay.
Direct to video talaga.
Yeah, direct
We all
to
missed
Disney
it.
Plus.
Direct to Disney
Direct to
Plus.
Disney
Ah,
Plus.
I see.
So I went to Disney Plus to watch Mandalorian, of course. But then like, I can just rewatch Star Wars because I watched Star Wars while I was in Georgia.
Yeah.
And like I rewatched episode 4, episode 5. I rewatched Force Awakens and episode 8, Last Jedi.
Dude, Last Jedi. Pretty
So
good.
like, this is a nice place to watch all the Star Wars stuff. Then I caught up on a few episodes of Rebel season 3 because that's the
that I
season I
want
need
to
to
watch.
finish.
Yeah.
And then like you run out of stuff to watch because I watched The Witcher while I was there.
Okay.
And like I don't really want to watch anything new on Netflix that I need to pay full attention for an hour an episode.
Yeah.
So I was looking for stuff to watch like while eating, while waiting for people to wake up before we go out. Fucking Disney Plus has so many cartoons.
Yeah, if you have
Yes.
DuckTales,
So,
the
like-
classic DuckTales.
Yeah, they have all the classic Disney cartoons. Like even the modern DuckTales was there complete
Look, yeah.
season.
Damn.
I forgot that they owned Marvel.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
look up the whole series of Uncanny X-Men was there.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
I watched Morph die again.
Oh, man.
It was kick-ass.
Dude.
I looked up. They have the '90s Spider-Man.
Do they
I
have
looked
Iron
harder.
Man?
They have Iron
Oh my
Man,
god.
the old show, and the '90s show.
Oh jeez.
They have
Fantastic
they have
Four.
the French CGI cartoon. They had the Fantastic Four cartoons.
Really? Which one?
Old ass
the
ones.
White Gloves
With
Call for
Herbie?
Four.
Herbie?
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
those two.
Oh fuck.
God.
They had the old ass Spider-Man cartoon, the memeable one, where he's
Yeah.
pointing to himself.
Okay.
Oh.
That one.
They had Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Which
Yeah.
one?
He's
The one with
roommates
Human
with
Torch?
Firestar.
Yeah,
I know.
And Iceman.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
know
shit.
this.
Yeah,
Where they
yeah.
fight
Babies.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Iceman, the Omega level mutant.
Voiced by Fred Jones from
Jesus.
Scooby-Doo.
Jesus Christ.
Really?
Also, like, even like the 60s Captain America cartoon
Wow.
where he throws his mighty shield.
Does Disney
Thor,
Plus
Hulk.
have Nick Fury starring David Hasselhoff?
I didn't check, but they probably do.
Okay.
Interesting.
They seem to have most every show
Dude, X-Men?
except Spectacular Spider-Man.
What?
Oh, man.
Because that
that's-
was the show that got through the legal problems.
Jesus.
That's why it got canned.
That's the best.
That's
That
the
is
best one. too.
One of the best. Like I
Does
still
it have-
like the.
oh, does
I
it
They
still
have
like my
everything
90s
else,
Spider-Man.
even the current airing Spider-Man for Disney.
Okay.
So like if you want
Ultimate.
Ultimate and
Yeah.
Marvel's Spider-Man, the new cartoon,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
where his
I'm into
suit
that.
looks like a mix of classic and the Far From Home.
Okay. Okay. I'm into
So
that.
I
mix of
didn't
that.
know that.
I was asking about Mummies. Because Mummies was Disney, right?
I'm not sure.
I don't
Is
think
it-
Mummies
are
Isn't
alive.
it Universal?
I don't know. I always thought they were Disney because they look like gargoyles.
Gargoyles was on there.
Okay.
Mighty
remember-
Ducks.
Yeah, dude,
Mighty
yeah.
Ducks.
Mighty Ducks was
Ooh,
there.
with the puck launchers.
The movies and the cartoon was there.
Yeah, baby.
Dude.
So, does that wrap up the US of A? Any other noteworthy adventures to speak of?
Just the shopping adventures, I guess.
The shopping.
You need a fucking car to get anywhere in
No,
Georgia.
yeah, absolutely.
Especially because the house that my sister moved into is hella far from the nearest bus stop.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
They used to live across the street from one in their apartment, but now like you can't. It's at least 5 miles away.
Oh,
Yikes.
wow.
So suburbs, hella suburbs.
Yeah, and
a
like the
5K
suburbs they're not like ours where this village is walled off and then you have to go through this entrance to get in. Fuck, there's houses everywhere.
Okay.
And like because the terrain isn't flat, it looks nice to drive through because some of them are like, there's a tiny hill, so the house is like way up there. Then the one beside it is like lower than us.
Like a house on a hill or something.
Yeah. So some of them retain old American like George Washington era designs.
Okay.
So they look fucking creepy at night
Oh.
because they have
Uh-oh.
spotlights on them and they're just a big box.
Oh, no.
So like we're driving like, look at that house with its nice Christmas display. Like then after that creepy fucking American house.
No, yeah. Some parts of America are distinctly creepy. Especially, like, you mentioned that everything's so far away from each other. I think that kind of adds to it.
Yeah, there's just darkness
Yeah,
and
yeah,
fields. There's no street lights in some areas.
No, yeah,
And-
absolutely.
And they like that shit, right? Like they
Yeah.
like being isolated, like
It's
having a
normal for
house.
them, yeah.
You know, I don't think it's that they like it. I think it's that
The
it's all they
topography?
know.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, I don't know.
And yet when you see someone, they greet you,
No, yeah.
and then you
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
mini
yeah.
panic attack where like, do I respond?
No, yeah, everyone in the US just kind of talks to each other.
So, like you're buying something at Walmart, you're buying a
Yeah.
drink, and like, hey, how you doing? Like,
Hey, how you doing? How was your lunch?
hi, I would like to pay for this Coke. Bye.
You tap your wallet and your cell phone. And
No,
it's like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna get
yeah,
money
yeah.
right now.
Now, yeah, you just kind of gotta get used to that in the US.
Yeah. And like I've known that's a thing. I just forget.
No, yeah,
And
absolutely.
then like I have to teach myself to respond. And then when I respond weird, they look at you.
And it's like, yo,
What the fuck did this
he's the
foreigner say?
problem.
He's the serial killer.
You're the weirdo.
So I wasn't able to visit any proper card shops while I
Okay.
was there because the nearest one was like 8 miles away.
Oh, geez.
Yikesies.
And like we didn't borrow a car. My cousin who drove from Virginia because they happened to be in the States, so they took a road trip to visit us. So we actually had 3 cars. Pero syempre, 1 or 2 of them were being used by my sister and her husband for work because they were still working during the weekdays. So we wouldn't have access to a car always, or if we did, it needed to be for a bigger reason, right? So I just snuck in my shopping during the grocery runs because you go to Target and Walmart, which is kind of here's everything,
Yeah.
right? So I snuck in some like electronics buying. I bought some Skull Candy headphones for $10.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah, because like I just
$10
need 2 headphones.
That's
Yoink.
Nice.
I up Anchor power bank. Yoink.
Give it to me.
And then
Nice.
like by the cashier, here's all the trading cards.
Oh, my God.
Well,
Yeah, like,
Looks
like,
it's like
I
buying
won't be
sodas
eating
as you
tonight.
exit.
no, yeah, buying stuff in the States is so fucking easy.
It's
just
real easy,
real easy. Real
Wow.
easy. Capitalism.
super convenient.
Super convenient capitalism.
Capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I was looking for the cards in the toy section, which was kind of fun to walk through just by itself. Nothing. Like you'd see the occasional Pokemon, some Yu-Gi-Oh, nothing.
Oh,
And like I was all disappointed. Once I get to the register, like
that's everything.
there's a fucking wall of trading cards right there.
It's part of impulse buys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
treated
section.
that way. It's treated like gacha.
Mm-hmm. Impulse buys the section.
it's treated like the bicycle cards. It
I
sounds.
guess.
Yeah, it's with the sports cards too.
Yeah.
The baseball cards are there.
Okay.
Baseball cards are still a thing.
They're still a thing.
I mean,
Really?
it's part of American
mean,
culture.
it is America,
so-
I guess
people
baseball.
buy the NBA cards here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This guy did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I mean,
No, people buy new
gotcha.
basketball cards
I
here
bought,
still.
I bought
Really?
lands. Basically lands.
The Magic section kind of sucks.
Oh, yeah?
I can
'Cause
imagine.
There's
I've
not
heard.
like there's a bunch of Eldraine bundles if you haven't, because here they're kind of scalp,
Yeah.
but there it's like nobody cares.
Yeah, you
I think
have to
especially
go
in
to your-
Georgia.
Yeah, you have to go to your friendly.
Neighborhood game store,
game store.
friendly local game store. It's worse in Walmart because the stories of people returning opened Magic products
my
is real. So like, here's a Gideon Planeswalker deck with Arlen at the front.
No, yeah.
Like,
Unbelievable.
she's green.
No, because
That's weird.
you know.
They take the rares and then
yeah,
give it back.
Yeah. Plus, I'm sure the Walmart employees do not
They
care.
don't give a shit.
Wow.
That's why some of them are nice because they're wrapped in like saran wrap plastic, so you can't do that. But the ones that aren't are like they're all returned.
Yikesy.
So they take the booster packs and the unique cards and then return the fucking re-glue the bottom, then return it, and get their money back.
And everyone at the Walmart is like, sure.
What is Magic? What is this nerd shit?
Yeah.
Smart, actually.
Yeah.
And it's just in Walmart. Target doesn't really like take scummy returns as much, or
Not
at least
yet.
the process is a lot more tedious, I guess.
Surprising that a lot of people get away with it.
They don't care.
I'm kind of not surprised.
The return policy in the States is insane.
Customer is always right.
Yep.
Yeah.
You buy
For sure.
clothes, use it once, give it back the next day. As
Yep.
long as it's not damaged, the tags are still on there, you're good. You get your money back 100%.
That is true.
Here, you fucking abuse that shit, so
No,
it
yeah.
doesn't exist.
That's why so many people want to talk to the manager.
Yeah. That's true.
So I instead bought a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh products.
I guess nobody buys it.
Well,
or is it sealed? Because
it was
it
a
is
lot more
sealed.
fun to get them in Walmart because they had a better selection, even though they were a lot more scarce. But they're cheaper there.
No.
Here it's like it's $10 there, so that's 500 pesos, right? Here they're 800. It's a full $6 added, so it's expensive because they are imported.
Yeah.
I was able to snag though, in terms of Magic, Commander decks.
Which ones?
Are they sold by Esport? SRP or?
Depends on the deck. They're slightly cheaper, actually.
Oh,
Cool.
interesting. Sweet.
So, how much do they normally cost? Like 40 something.
Mm-hmm.
I think I bought the Jeskai Wizards Man, the flashback guy. I think it was like $36.
Oh,
Primal
what?
Genesis was like
Are
38.
you serious?
Yeah.
38. It's below 2,000 pesos.
Dude, and like nobody cares.
Wow.
The only one missing was Tita Angie, the Rakdos one.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the most popular one.
I guess.
out of the four.
Even though people say it's the weakest deck, but I guess for funsies.
Yeah, and it has Kirk.
Yeah, it has Krick, son of Yawgmouth, who is the boy right now.
Yeah. Shout out to David.
David.
It's
My cousin who
Oh, okay.
plays
Cousin.
Krick,
No, he plays Yagmoth.
Yawgmouth.
It sounds like discount, like bootleg
Bootleg
Yawgmoth.
I was worried.
Yawgmoth.
I was worried that like, are these commander decks also open and scummy?
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
nope, they're perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
And like, you can get like sleeves. You can get. I bought the Ultra Pro version of Emile, your flippin' tray,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
because they released those.
Yeah, they've copied the design, but it's legally distinct.
No, it's the same shape.
Really?
Yeah.
The flopping
I'm guessing somebody else actually made the design but didn't patent it.
The flopping tray. Yeah.
And then I think Ultimate Guard probably just got the production first
No, yeah.
because
okay.
other brands have made their own versions of
Or
the same.
maybe it's so simple that it's unpatentable.
I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just copy the thing, right?
It itself is not distinct.
This design is not distinct enough.
Yeah.
Also, it was nice going through like the toy section because clearance sales
Oh.
galore. I saw
Everything
the
is-
the Hasbro Overwatch Tracer shades and hair piece.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you
yeah,
buy
yeah.
it?
Like $13. I was thinking about it.
$13 only?
$13. It was originally
It's quite a-
20.
It's quite a steal.
It's pretty
Yeah.
good value, I'd say.
You could actually sell it here and make money.
Yeah.
Where?
I was just like, I can't sneak this through my mom though. She'd catch me because the box is huge.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you'd be wearing it on your head.
Yeah, if
What
I
you
opened it
talking
and
about,
like, these shades for like $5, Mom. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But like, what about the plastic hair? I'm already Tracer.
Cheers, love. And then you rewind.
I go back 1 minute before, which isn't very far. Oh, I posted about this on Facebook at Walmart because we went there during the midday to do general shopping and groceries. I was walking through the toy section because my brother was asking for a specific dice game because I don't know if they probably can't find it here. So I was going through all the toy aisles looking for it.
Yep.
I go through the section where they have the lightsabers. So they have this off-brand foam ninja sword with a light-up function
Uh-oh.
and the ability to turn it into a staff because it has connection points. So as I leave, I see one kid grab a sword, and before I turn the corner, another kid from the other end sees the kid, grabs his own sword, and they start going at
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That's
And like,
cool.
as I was going through the next aisle, they were still going at it. They sound like they were having a
Wow,
blast.
okay.
But they were so loud that some sound-activated plushies were getting triggered in my aisle. Intense Jedi battles
That's
happening.
fun.
That was cute. That was also post-Christmas too, so that was fun. The magic of, making the spirit of Christmas
Yeah.
in the form of childish
Mustafar
violence.
duels.
Yeah. Yeah. I was hoping you'd go up and like do the duel of the fates. Like,
Yeah.
No, I'd be Master Anakin
yeah.
and kill the
No, the
All the
younglings.
younglings.
So it's just really fun to shop in all of them. We went through like the Best Buy because that was the nearest one. Got all the electronics there. So you can get like a smart TV for like 13,000 pesos. The fun part about Best Buy is our shout outs to our buddy Chad. He was just looking up random prices online as he does.
Oh.
He found on Best Buy before we went to the Best Buy, he saw Starlink, the spaceship toy that attached to your controller that shows up in the game. And when you swap weapons on the toy, it swaps weapons in the
It's
game.
like $6, right?
Yeah, so the
Yeah,
Star
yeah,
Fox
yeah.
version was $5.99 on the site. So I'm like, oh, cool. Then I look for it there, right? I see one box, grab, and I'm like, no price, because they don't put price tags. It's on the display.
Okay.
But since it was on a different shelf, I didn't know how much it cost. I couldn't find the tag for it.
Okay.
So I just grabbed it. We went around. I think we bought a tablet for my special case niece.
Did you see a Turbo Man doll?
Oh, dude, no. I saw a bunch of IG-11 toys though.
Oh,
That
damn.
was sick.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
And Best Buy had a bunch of official Blizzard merch.
yeah,
So like
they do
Figmas and
that.
Overwatch crap everywhere.
awesome.
It's pretty cool. It's expensive though. But
Okay.
I was holding on to the Starlink as we were getting assistance for the smart tablet. I asked her, "Could you do a price check on this?" She leaves, comes back, $5.99, and like, I'm taking it's mine
Yeah.
now.
$5.99.
So I have that to mess around with. Here it's like $2.6.
Jesus, what the
What a
Full on
deal!
$2.6 price. I got for
Fucking
300
steal,
pesos.
dude.
What a deal! You should have brought two.
Yeah,
and
it was
sell
just one
another one.
box.
Okay.
One box. I caught the last one.
Amazing.
really?
The PS4 and 360 version, the Xbox One versions were there. I don't know if they had slash prices because the actual in-store prices aren't updated. So once you actually pay for them, they adhere to the online price. So some of them might end up being cheaper.
That's actually good.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
At least it's changing.
And I know that most shops do a price comparison. Like if you buy something and like, oh, you're at Target, right? You want to buy like a power bank, say, oh, it's $30 on the price tag. But like you say, oh, Walmart has them for 25.
No.
And like,
No, yeah, you can
all
totally do
right,
that.
then they
What?
look it up, they see it. Oh, we can sell for you for 25.
awesome.
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
barter?
haggle.
Holy shit.
You can price match. That's what they call it.
Whoa.
Price matching.
Price match.
It's great.
Dang.
And it's cool how Best Buy just has it automatically. They're updated with their own system.
We'll sell you this Anchor power bank for 50 orens.
It was just
Yeah,
fucking...
we'll sell you this Anchor power bank for the love surprise.
Walterman sells their power banks by law of surprise.
Fuck.
Man, we gotta talk about Witcher next episode. I finished it.
Are we all good on the way?
Yeah. Let's do it.
nice.
Read the book.
Next episode. Next episode.
You need
Yeah.
a nap.
I need to read the book.
Yeah, you need to read the book.
It's good. It's good. Anything else happen,
Okay,
man?
let's read that shit.
That was the most major parts. The
Yeah.
rest we just wrote it out and just enjoyed being in the Americas.
Oh, yeah.
I think the coldest it got was around 2 to 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's
that's
just
good.
still cold, but then it also gets hot. Because
Oh.
Georgia is considered a hot state. So like
Yeah.
it would be blazing cold in the morning. Mid-afternoon you sweating.
Ooh.
And then at
That's-
night you're freezing cold again because it's
Yeah.
raining all of a sudden.
think
It
that's-
rained for like 3 days straight once we
Really?
got there. It's really
Jesus.
annoying.
Are you prepared? Like, do you have raincoats or
No,
like,
the rain
umbrellas
isn't
on?
as hard as it is here,
Okay.
but it doesn't stop.
Oh man,
So it's a pain
I don't
in the
like
ass.
that at all.
It's light rain, but it's consistent and it never stops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a light ondoy.
Yeah.
It's like it. You don't. Once you're actually out, it's not like you're getting
You
know
gotta
pelted
finish
by
that
the rain.
level.
But
You know
damn,
it's there.
It's there, and the wind is harsh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's like Trevor Belmont's punches on Dracula.
You must be a Belmont.
you know it's happening. Dracula knows it's happening, but like
The strongest being on earth, and you try to punch him in the face.
Oh
You
man.
must be a Belmont.
I guess that brings us to the last part of our world tour on
the
this
rise
episode
of the
of travel.
Japan.
Japan.
CCC.
Yes, so for me, I went to the Japan with the family and the Donna.
The one.
So what do you call it? We were planning on going to Japan, just me and Donna. But what do you call it? My family wanted to go to Japan as well. So
Did they
we
get on the J drama?
no, not at all, not at all. It's all K drama for my family. No J, only K. So, so
That can be isolated.
since the family wanted to go, they booked all the stuff.
Okay.
They booked
That's
all the
good.
stuff themselves.
Sick.
They booked all the hotels themselves.
Yes.
And we were kind of subject to the whims of my family for this trip.
Uh-oh.
It was
K-drama.
quite the
Come down,
experience.
sir. Come down.
It was quite the experience. So
He's mad. He's coming in hot.
Yeah.
the first thing we did
I want to go
was,
to Akina.
was land in New Chitose Airport in Hokkaido.
You can go straight to Hokkaido.
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
sick.
There is a direct flight
Yeah.
from Manila to Hokkaido
Yeah.
now,
Nice.
and you land in the New Chitose Airport. It's sick. I've always wanted to go to the northern part of Japan,
not
which is
in the
cool.
Not in
The
the winter.
countryside.
No. For me, it was actually fine. It was
Okay.
actually fine. Like I've never been to Hokkaido. I've never been to Sapporo. I've never been to this area of Japan. So me and Donna were game. Like awesome. And actually, this would be Donna's first experience of actual winter
Yeah.
and actual snow. So Hokkaido is kind of like immediate hard mode.
Yeah.
Ah, shoot.
Because like you're way up north, it's snowing all the time.
Yeah.
And it's freezing. It's like normally probably -3.
Ah,
You can
damn.
go up.
And that's
low.
like normal.
Yeah, I can feel it in my body.
Like that's the
Feel it in your
normal.
bones.
So we get to Hokkaido. It's pretty cool. What do you call it? It's very different from what I'm used to, which is Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, that kind of stuff. But
Lesser
here,
buildings.
for some reason, like it feels a lot more chill. I don't know.
Literally.
No, yeah, literally. And Donna and I were just kind of like walking around Sapporo because we hit Sapporo first, right?
Right.
And we're just kind of walking around, looking at the sights, getting familiar with the city.
Yeah.
And suddenly, like a magical Christmas miracle, it starts snowing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It starts snowing,
That's
and
nice.
like, of course, the first reaction to snowing in the city is always like, "Cool, it's
Yeah.
snowing!"
Yeah.
And then we enjoy ourselves. It's Donna's first time for like actual snowfall and stuff. It looks
Yeah.
magical, amazing. We take a cool video. It's sick. It looks awesome. And then for podcast listeners out there, I'm showing them the picture. It's
Yeah.
Magical,
All
wonderful.
right.
2 minutes go by, and we're freezing.
yeah, I'd imagine.
Cold and wet.
No, yeah, actually, I was prepping Donna up for this. I was telling her that snow, do not be fooled. Snow is just slow rain.
Oh my god, this is the worst.
Yeah, snow is just time delay rain. Like,
It's rare to have it white Christmas style.
no, yeah.
You have the
It's not
time.
always
Really?
that.
You have the
Yeah.
time slowdown chip in your mind.
No, yeah. It's like the snow hits you. You're not wet now, but you will be.
be.
You will be later. And since I hadn't gotten out my my winter coat yet or anything
Yeah.
like that, afterwards I was wet.
Nice.
But how went we talking? But like we took refuge in a Starbucks and it was nice. We warmed ourselves up with coffees and we got to enjoy the nice Christmas snow, like winter white wonderland,
Yeah.
like from the
Feel.
comfort of the coffee stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So while I was there, I didn't really know what Sapporo was known for, besides the beer.
The beer.
Right. And the ramen. Like we actually hit
The
all the
races.
spots. We hit the ramen alley.
Nice.
We hit the Sapporo Beer Museum. That was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
We also hit the Sapporo TV Tower, which is funny because I've never been to the Tokyo Tower. I've been to Japan so many times, but I've never been to the Tokyo Tower. I've never been to the Tokyo Skytree. But the first thing I do in Sapporo is hit the Sapporo TV Tower.
Okay.
And I'm afraid of heights. So
Oh.
no, yeah.
Did you go up?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went up. We went up.
My head so
Yeah.
Like if you guys saw me in the elevator, because like the elevator looked like your normal ass elevator, but after it goes up a few stories, it becomes clear.
Clear. No.
And,
Trap.
and I'm just like, and like my asshole puckers, and like my hand tightens on Donna, and she's just like, "Are you okay? It's pretty. Look." And I'm like, "No,
No, it's not. It's horrible.
No,
it's
yeah.
nightmares beyond
Quivering.
compare.
And like we
All I see is death.
And like we get up there, it's not as bad as I think. The views are sick. Sapporo looks sick at night. We go at night, and it's a touristy thing to do, of course. So they ferry you through a souvenir shop, and the first thing I see is Pringles scallop butter soy sauce flavor.
What the?
Fancy.
That sounds like a meal.
No, yeah. And I was like,
Pringles.
what is this? And I read the fine print, the English fine print of the product, and it says, this is a product you can only obtain in Hokkaido.
Wow.
Developed by
Exclusive.
Pringles for Japan. And I was like, should I?
Exclusive chips, baby.
No, yeah. So I thought about it, and every time I went to a souvenir shop there, I saw them. But like, eventually, we walked around the park right beside it, and they were selling actual butter scallops.
Oh.
Actual butter scallop soy sauce things. So
Yes.
I had that instead.
That instead. Yeah.
Instead
Smart
of the Pringles.
move.
You
instead
should have
of the
gotten
Pringles.
both and compared.
No, yeah, that's true. So while we were in Sapporo, we just took in the sights. Right beside the Sapporo TV tower, there was the White Illumination Festival.
Yeah.
Which was like a weird European style Christmas festival.
Yeah.
And like for some reason all of the shops were being run by European people speaking in perfect Japanese.
Whoa.
Like there's an entire shop that's just selling Matryoshka dolls manned by Russian people but speaking in Japanese. So
Alright.
like
Sure.
so like the mental cognitive dissonance in our minds are like, we're in Japan, right?
Yeah.
and we're just staring at all these white people selling the products of their countries in this
In
European
Japanese.
style like
Amusement.
no, yeah,
experience.
because it's all set up in a park, and it's like
Yeah.
set up like this European festival, and like they're serving beer, they're serving frankfurters, they're selling Matryoshka dolls, and we're like, interesting. It was nice. It felt like it was probably the most Christmas we've ever had together. So that's cool.
That's cool.
So as far as Sapporo is concerned, one of the first things we hit was the Sapporo Beer Museum.
Yeah, baby.
Right? And you guys know I don't drink very often.
Yeah.
But I
Had to.
had the Sapporo beer. It was good. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
And I think my the thing it's a normal ass museum, right? Like there's just normal shit there. How did Sapporo start? Who did who?
Yeah.
What did what? They had these cool ass vintage posters all over the place. I like those. Sick. But the sickest thing that happened at the Sapporo Beer Museum was that after I went through the museum, I go outside, and for some reason, the speakers in the garden are blasting out Eurobeat, and I don't know why. It's
You
like,
jump out of the road like fucking a race is happening.
dude, it's like the museum is quiet. There's Christmas decorations all over the place. There's a giant Christmas tree in the courtyard of the Sapporo Beer Museum. This place has been like, it used to be the old factory, and it has been preserved. It looks like ancient and cool. And there are speakers in the garden just blasting Eurobeat. And I'm just like, what? And like, no, absolutely. And like, everyone's just around, walking around, enjoying the Christmas. And I'm just like, am I the only one who can hear this?
It makes me want to go fast.
Dude, it's like, what? It was really surreal. Like, I couldn't understand what was
Did you
happening.
speed up?
Yeah.
Did you speed up?
Dude,
No,
maybe
yeah.
they hear it every day and it's just music to them.
It's just music.
I'm gonna ask this from my Hokkaido friend.
Yeah.
If it's really normal.
Is Eurobeat in front of the Sapporo Beer Museum? normal?
Maybe it's the
Yeah.
Jose Marie Chan. Like the Christmas songs
Christmas songs.
is Eurobeat.
It will
That's
appear
my Christmas
ev-
carol.
Oh shit,
This is my Turbo Man doll.
man.
Dave Rogers just appears every Burr months. It's time to go to work.
Oh man. Dave Rogers is the Jose Marie Chan of Japan.
Yeah. No, specifically Hokkaido.
Hokkaido.
There's a title for you.
Only Hokkaido. Dude, so like after we hit the
Eurobeat starts at September.
fuck, dude. Yeah, that was surreal. I took a video of it. If you want to see it, it's on my Instagram.
Okay.
It's just like
At
the
Emile
Sapporo-
Tang?
Yeah, at Emile Tang. There's like it's just me running around the front of the Sapporo Beer Museum, freaking out because of the Eurobeat. Yeah.
Did you turn off your? Did you shut your eyes and then open them? again?
No, dude. It's just
Did
me
you start
running around.
sideways like you're drifting?
It was in my heart. It was in my heart. That's what was happening in my heart. After that, we hit the other spot that you usually hit in Sapporo, which is the Ganso Ramen Yokocho,
Noise.
which is just ramen alley,
Yep.
right?
They pride themselves.
It's just super cool, like alley full of ramen restaurants and shit.
Yeah.
And we managed to beat the tourist rush. So when we got there was almost no one there, and we just picked a random shop.
Cool.
Oh, that's good.
Right?
Okay.
Like we just picked a random shop but the second we sit down, it was weird because like we started looking around and then like, is that a Philippine flag? And then like we look to the left, is that another Philippine flag?
What?
And then we look at one of the people cooking the ramen and it's like, is that a Filipino?
Oh no.
And we're just like, interesting. Yeah, but
Okay.
apparently one of the people who works there is Filipino and
Sick.
I forgot which celebrity, but they had like a
Aureliano.
Drew Arellano.
Oh.
Like
okay.
they whoever that is, I'm not sure.
Why?
But
The traveler dude.
yeah, but there was a signature from Drew Arellano
Nice.
adorning the walls of this ramen shop, and we're just like, of all the ramen shops to walk into, this group of Filipinos walk into this Filipino one, and
Parang it's the start of a joke.
no, yeah, a bunch of Filipinos walk into a Filipino ramen bar,
Oh man.
and yeah, I mean, like we had a good time. We had a good time.
Is
It
the
was just
ramen
interesting.
good?
Was the
Yeah.
soy sauce he was using Kikkoman soy sauce?
No,
Oh.
no.
Is it Datu Puti?
It was fun. It was fun. Like one of the things I enjoy most about like going to Japan is always trying like the local food and stuff like that. So that was nice. That was nice. Some Sapporo style ramen. It was nice. It was nice. During our last day in Sapporo though, we were just walking around enjoying ourselves, and it was cold as shit, and we were dying, and as if a savior from the clouds, just driving up in his van.
Yeah.
This man appears while we were walking around the park, and he just like stops in the middle of the road, like he pulls up his van, he pulls it up to the curb of the park, stops, unfolds his van, and out comes a chimney, and
It's blasting Eurobeat.
no, no.
It's just Dave Roger.
And like steam and smoke start coming out of it, and he starts just shouting at everyone.
Oh.
And he's selling sweet potatoes.
Oh, okay.
He's like a magical sweet potato man.
I thought he was asking you to come around the fire. Then I'll warm you up.
And like, there's, I don't know, but for me, like, sweet potato man.
Is the hero you need
Yes.
at that time.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Because this is the second time this has happened that I was cold and a sweet potato man arrived to warm my heart. No, yeah.
I must go. There is someone who
No,
needs
last
me.
time I was in Japan, Donna and I were walking around, I forgot which park, but
Okay.
it was the Ginkgo Festival, and it was cold as shit.
Oh,
and like,
okay.
while walking to our destination, there was a sweet potato man ready to warm my heart with his warm sweet potatoes.
Dude.
So,
Showa
His
era
root
sweet
crops.
potato man.
no, yeah, these root crops
Yes.
will save you.
Gift of root crops. Maybe that's like one of their marketing strategies. Like they drive around and see people who's like super chilling, like about to die, and then this motherfucker will eat anything warm. And then he just
Sell him a
shows-
root.
Yeah. Give him a root crop.
Give him a root crop. Yeah, Sapporo was fun. I really liked it. It's my first time in the north. Donna enjoyed the snow.
Yeah.
It was nice. And after that, after a few days in Sapporo, we decided to travel even further north into
Whoa.
the more frigid cold.
Are you serious?
Even more frigid, even more cold, even drier.
Up to the wall.
No. Yes, the famous wall of Japan. What do you call it? We take the train to Otaru.
Jesus. Okay.
We take the train to Otaru, and it's if every once in a while in Sapporo it would snow, Otaru was just consistently blanketed in snow.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Like it was just always covered in snow, as in we were in danger of falling because of the ice.
I did.
Oh, Donna
Oh,
did.
jeez.
Donna actually fell, and
Oh,
it
boy.
was hilarious.
I
Like
had a bruise on my butt.
she had a bruise on her butt. Yes,
Oh, no.
yes, that is true.
Like a
Ice
full-on
damage.
How hard did you fall? Jeez.
No, she
Hella. Holy no.
yes.
Black ice.
Like hella on your butt.
hella on the butt.
What?
On the butt.
Snapped.
Like in the memes.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
I guess.
So Otaru is just this cool ass village that what do you call it? Mostly what they're known for is like glassware and music boxes for some reason.
Okay.
So we hit up like the Music Box Museum, which is
Eurobeat.
honestly just like a glorified music box shop.
Oh.
No, but they have like some crazy ass music boxes in the museum section, which is like, we were just looking at the prices and we were like 600,000 yen.
Wow, is that a lot?
Whoa,
That sounds like a lot.
That's like 300,000 pesos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It's,
Wow.
It's fucking crazy, and we were just like, these are really expensive. I'm nervous standing next to these. So
Don't fucking breathe on them.
no, yeah, do not breathe on these things. They're like, ugh, I would die.
You don't play Eurobeat in here or I'll fucking destroy it.
No, yeah,
You'd
absolutely.
be running around.
I mean, it could. That music is
Assassin.
good for you.
But yeah, they had some really cool ass old shit. They had like they just love glass. I don't know. I really don't know. But they had like a lot of glassware. But mostly, Donna and I just enjoyed walking around like super half empty town, just walking around the snow, taking aesthetic ass videos and shit like that. It was fun. It was fun. And after that, we went to Tokyo. But before I talk about Tokyo, I need to talk about one of the things that I discovered while I was in Hokkaido. Because in Sapporo, what do you call it? There's this statue that's just plastered everywhere. Everywhere. And we're like, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? And right outside our hotel, there is this banner filled with farm animals.
Yeah.
Cartoon farm animals. And a badly photoshopped like exact picture of this statue.
Okay.
With cartoon animals. And
What
there was
is
just
it?
the slogan, boys,
Okay.
be ambitious. And I was just like having a fit. I'm like, what does this mean? So I take a picture of it and I'm like, this is my new slogan. Boys be ambitious.
Boys be ambitious.
And so I post it, and then after some
these are-
thought, me and Donna decide to look it up.
Yeah.
And Charlie as well, after seeing what I posted, also decides to look it up. And we discover that this is from this badass William S. Clark.
Okay.
Right? William S. Clark. Apparently this guy is like super remembered in Japan for some reason.
For doing what?
He's from Massachusetts, right?
Okay.
American.
He's this random guy from Massachusetts. And it says here in his wiki article that he's mostly forgotten in his hometown of Massachusetts. What? But he lives on in the hearts of the Japanese people.
Wow.
Okay.
Because so this guy goes to Japan, right?
Yeah.
And he goes to teach them about agriculture,
Oh.
zoology, botany.
Wow.
That kind of shit, right?
Everything,
So like he establishes schools and shit. He teaches them about like, yo, this is how you grow shit, right?
It's just one school.
Yeah, okay, he establishes one school, just one. Fuck.
Fact check.
That's
Fact
still
check.
more schools than us.
Yeah,
That's true.
So what do you call it? They loved his shit so much that what do you call it?
It's
For some reason, he's left such a big impact on Japan that apparently "Boys Be Ambitious" is like a slogan that is famous across Japan, and I had no idea. And then like Donna and I just went down this rabbit hole of like, wait. Donna just says suddenly that, wait, I used to listen to this band back in the day, and one of their songs was named "Boys and Girls Be Ambitious."
Whoa.
And we're just like, what? This is
Yeah,
based
yeah.
off William S. Clark. This fucking VK rock song is based off this guy who teaches fucking agriculture. And then we dive even deeper down the rabbit hole. And you, Rafi, you were making a joke
Yeah.
on my page, and you
yeah.
started referencing Boys Be, the anime.
Yeah.
And apparently, that anime is also inspired by this agriculture man.
So we
Wow.
were making
Finger-
that as a joke, and it turned out to be
Yeah.
true.
Absolutely real.
Fingerprints
Is-
all over our
Is
culture.
William Clark the patron saint of Japanese agriculture?
Maybe.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
statues of him all over the place. And the thing is, Boys Be Ambitious is just the first part
Yeah.
of his iconic
I've
line.
read the speech.
His iconic line. So,
Read it.
the actual line
Okay,
is,
please. Yes.
for some context, he says this before leaving for Massachusetts.
Shit. Damn.
What do you call it? After imparting the Japanese people with his
Okay.
knowledge, after teaching them a thing or two about agriculture and about values and shit like that, like what do you call it? He taught a whole bunch of people, and he's about to leave, and he says to his boys, he says, "Boys, be ambitious. Be ambitious not for money or for selfish aggrandizement, not for that evanescent thing which men call fame. Be ambitious for the attainment of all that a man ought to be." Then he leaves for Massachusetts.
The Japanese were like,
Yo,
What? What do you say?
what?
boys, be ambitious.
All we got was MacArthur saying, "I'll be
Yeah, I
back."
was gonna say, I shall return.
Yeah, dude, I'll be back. Fuck. But yeah, it's like we went through this absolute rabbit hole of this agriculture man, just like creating waves of like, you must strive to be everything a person should be.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
And they
dig it.
made and they were so inspired. They made a pervy anime out of it.
Was Boys Be Pervy?
It's a little pervy. A guy gets into an accident because he was trying to get the upskirt on the girl on the stairs.
I don't remember.
Right? He was riding his bike, and then he sees like a schoolgirl trying to go up an overpass, and he was like, "Oh!" And then he pedals faster. He goes, "Boys, be ambitious," and then he pedals faster, and then when he's about to get the upskirt, fucking bust.
But he did it not for fame.
Yeah, not for fame,
Not for
for
fame.
money.
not for selfish aggrandizement or
Right.
that evanescent thing called fame. He strived for it. He strived to be all a man ought to be.
A perv.
So
Another title candidate.
no, yeah. So upon being inspired by this man, this Mr. Clark, we make our way to Tokyo. We make our way to Tokyo.
You start saying it too when you leave on the flight to Tokyo.
Boys, be ambitious. Inspire Hokkaido. Fuck. So, we leave. We get to Tokyo. I'm very used to Tokyo. All of the regular
Your
stuff.
playground. It's your game.
But the thing is, since it is my family that booked all of the lodging, all of the flying.
Okay.
When we get to Tokyo, I am informed that our hotel is in Shinjuku.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's I wouldn't recommend that. That's kind of
Shady?
No, not really shady. I mean, like it's the shadiest part of Tokyo, but it's still very safe for a shady part.
All right.
But at the same time, dude, Shinjuku Station is just like
Too crowded.
nightmare.
Okay.
It's probably the busiest train station in the world. Like it's fucking crazy. And I wouldn't recommend hanging out near there unless you're ready to be stressed all the time. That's why I usually stay in Ikebukuro. But since my parents, and I think my sister did the booking for this, they had our hotel over in Shinjuku. And while they were leading me to the hotel, I was like, okay, where? In Kabukicho. And I'm like, what? Our hotel is in Kabukicho? Okay, sure. And we get to the hotel. We get up to the entrance lobby, and the first thing I see when I enter the lobby is this giant arrow and sign.
Okay.
It's just pointing to the left, and it just says Godzilla head.
Oh, right.
Yes. And I'm like, our hotel has a what?
Yes.
Yeah, and apparently our hotel was the Gracery, known for having that giant Godzilla head on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I look up this hotel because I know it's like this touristy place, right? Because everyone wants to see the Godzilla head and shit like that. So I look up the webpage of the hotel. Apparently they have Godzilla suites.
Okay.
Which isn't really even anything. It's just the rooms where the windows directly face
Looking at
Godzilla, which is it's not even really a suite. It's just a normal room.
Just faces
Just
Godzilla.
looking at the majestic Godzilla.
Yeah, if you just look
yeah.
outside your window, it's just Godzilla.
Sometimes like you end up drinking the whole night. Then when you wake up with a hangover, you're
Fuck.
like, oh fuck,
When
it's
you want
happening.
that, you wake up and you see Godzilla first thing in the morning.
No,
yeah,
yeah.
I fucking love it.
Feeling blessed.
And like it was fucking crazy. I mean, they have an actual Godzilla suite, but they just have these Godzilla rooms that directly face the fucking giant head on top of their building. And what do you call it? At first I was like, okay, that's fine. That's sure, whatever. And this hotel really digs Godzilla. They sell Godzilla merch. They have all of the posters, all up until the newest Godzilla stuff on Netflix. They have posters for that.
With the dick tail.
Yeah.
Do they have the like wall posters of the
Matthew-
famous Godzilla quotes? Like,
What did you see?
monsters be
Be
ambitious. Kaiju be ambitious.
Dude, that would be sick.
Do they have a poster
But,
of
like-
William Clark, played by Jean Reno, in the crossover?
Oh man.
On emotion.
But
with Matthew
dude,
Broderick?
but dude, and then I came to realize after a while there may be a problem with these Godzilla rooms
Oh,
because after a while, Don and I noticed that every once in a while we would hear a noise, like a dull, really loud noise coming from one side of the hotel. And then we're like, what is that? What is that? and then later on in the night, right before we go out to have dinner, because the lobby of the hotel is the exact floor where the Godzilla is.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe we should go out on the lobby. And there's this sign over here that just says, "Hear Godzilla roar every hour on the hour."
oh my god!
You're fucked.
And like, we're just like, wait.
Even on after midnight?
No.
Thank God.
It stops after midnight.
Okay,
thank
good.
fucking
It
Christ.
stops after
God.
midnight, but like we're just thinking, it's like, what if you're just like middle of the day,
Yeah,
relaxing in your room, and then
The
suddenly,
theme of Godzilla starts.
No, it's
it's just the roar.
no, it's the roar plus the mouth beam.
With all
Atomic
smoke.
breaths.
Yes,
Your ass.
the atomic breaths, and there's red lights. Red threatening lights that activate.
I don't want to be there.
And basically, there's this entire spray that comes from his mouth.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a water mist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they hit it with like a
light?
bluish white light to make it look
awesome.
like atomic
Yeah.
breath.
Yeah.
And it's just like terrifying. And it gets you kind of wet if you're standing on the
Nice.
balcony. So you're just like, oh man, this happens every hour, huh?
So are the Godzilla suites soundproof?
No.
So,
No.
Maybe it's a hookup spot, like it's your Sogo.
It's
If
just
you
so-
really like Godzilla,
Oh, maybe, huh?
like you finish the night with like, I'm
sure it's for someone.
You wet right, girl.
I mean, it could mask the screams.
And
the
like
moans.
on that balcony, there are like surrounding the head of Godzilla, there are like murals dedicated to specific moments in Godzilla's life.
Like when you drop kick that
Hatching
thing.
the-
No, yeah, and like there's a mural of him meeting Mothra for the first time.
nice.
There's
Better
a
be
mural of
fucking-
him destroying a city for the first time.
Is Jet Jaguar there?
It's like looking through his childhood album. It's weird. It's weird. It's
This
weird.
was the time he
see,
made-
look.
Yeah.
This is the mural of him meeting Mothra for the
Oh.
first time.
I see.
It's cute. It's cute.
Yeah, it's like a stone,
Stone
carving.
relief.
tablet.
Yeah. It's cute. But the
was-
thing is that
no.
that wasn't cute. Was there was another part of the wall that just had a hole in it, like a hole, a very suspicious hole, and next to it is a bunch of Japanese writing in an English translation. I'm not sure how accurate the English translation is, but it just says, "If you put your hand in this hole, something might happen."
I'm not gonna do that. No, fuck that ish.
And I'm
No.
just like,
What is
no.
that?
No.
You do it? You do it?
I did not do it.
What would it be?
Donna did it.
What was it, Donna?
When you put your hand in the hole, Godzilla don't like it,
It's his butthole.
Yeah.
and he growls for a bit. No, yeah, he does a low rumbling growl,
Oh, shit.
which just tells me not only do you have to deal with the atomic breath every R on the R, but if a random tourist touches Godzilla, you have to deal with the low rumbling upset growl of a Godzilla being touched.
God damn it. God damn it.
I don't know. It's near his neck, so
Okay.
who knows? Who knows? So
You all know that's where the weak spot is,
yeah,
I guess.
behind the neck, just like a
Yeah.
Titan.
Yeah.
So those were my experiences with this Gracery Hotel.
Interesting. Very interesting.
The
At
big
least-
tourist trap. If you're a huge Godzilla mark, I 100% recommend it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Kenneth, get on this shit.
Yeah, Kenneth, get on it. Get on it. What do you call it? And we did all of the regular stuff. I went to the arcades. I learned some of that Tokyo tech from the Tekken players
Tokyo
there.
Tech.
This one Brian player just like destroyed me
Like Caramba.
completely.
It was JDCR.
Yeah, and
he was right there.
sadly, we wanted to go, but we weren't able to make a reservation because it's tough to kind of get a reservation, especially near Christmas, I suppose.
Where?
But like, we wanted to go to the Eorzea Cafe,
Oh.
but they were all full up on reservations, so we weren't able to experience it. But you can still go to the Eorzea Cafe and have access to their souvenir shop. So that was cool. We bought a whole bunch of job pins.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I got you a Fisher one.
Yeah.
I got myself a Machinist one because they didn't have Dark Knight anymore. I know. A lot of stuff was
the
out of
best
stock.
Nolan movie.
But we also got the first Encyclopedia de Eorzea,
Yeah.
which is super cool. It's a big ass art book about Eorzea.
Check that out next week.
Yeah, super cool, super cool. They were also selling a bunch of other merch. There was one piece of merch that I wanted, but since I don't use an iPhone anymore, like I couldn't get it.
Oh, it's a
But
case.
it was an iPhone phone case, but it looks like a tombstone.
Oh,
Which version of
cool.
iPhone?
Yeah,
Okay.
iPhone X, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
not even 11.
No. So it looks like a tombstone.
Yeah.
Migs, you know what that is? Those are the Allegan tombstones.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like that.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It looks like a poetics.
Yeah.
It looks like a tombstone of poetics.
How big is it? Like,
No, it's
does
phone
it have
size.
like okay,
Phone sized.
but does it have like extra parts? Okay.
No. It's just your regular ass phone case, but the back of it looks like a tombstone.
Okay.
What do you
I
call
thought
it?
they have extra like plastic parts. in it.
No. And apparently, if you buy it, you get a tombstone emote in the game,
And
Oh, sick.
Okay.
which is
Wait
just
a minute.
your character whipping out a cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting. And they had all the soundtracks there. Oh, it's like I wanted to buy them, but I don't own a CD player anymore.
Do they have Symphony?
does?
Yours? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your computer can play that, right?
None of my
Oh,
computers have a CD drive.
okay.
None of my computers have a CD drive. Speaking of music, though, I was able to hit up the record shop in Shibuya that I usually do, and I was able to buy one of Night Tempo's vinyls. Super cool.
Sweet.
I was able to get their single "Wink." I'm a big fan of Night Tempo. If any of you guys are into like city pop, check him out. He's on Spotify. You can follow his Facebook, that kind of shit. He specializes in like super cool city pop shit. So if you're into that type of music, I highly recommend Night Tempo. I'm an avid collector of their. He usually releases vinyls or cassettes.
Wow.
He doesn't release in any other format.
Whoa,
So,
really?
every time I'm in Japan, I try to
Very
buy
hipster.
like his cassettes and his vinyls. So luckily, I was able to snag his new single and another one of his new cassettes.
Okay.
So his new album and new single on cassette and vinyl. That's super cool. One of these days, I will buy a record player.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you call it? Besides that, though, the other noteworthy spot that we were able to go to was the Ghibli Museum in Mitaka.
Nice.
What do you call it? It's this super cool place. You just take like a train or a bus to get there. It's a little bit outside Tokyo. Super cool though. It's this like super fairy tale like place. You can't take any pictures inside, so unfortunately I don't have any. But you go inside and it's this 4-story mansion that there's no guided tour. You just have free
Okay.
reign.
Okay.
And like they just give you a map, and the first thing the map says is "get lost." No, it says like let's get lost together.
Okay.
Oh, I thought
okay.
it was like get lost.
Get out of here.
Get lost, you son of a bitch, and also always be ambitious.
Anime was a mistake.
Anime was a mistake, dude. It's kind of super cute. It's like Ghibli aesthetic all throughout and shit like that. There is a cat bus room for the children.
Nice.
I'm Cat Bus.
We're gonna die.
What do you call it? There's a tiny movie theater at the bottom where they show you an exclusive Ghibli film that they only show there.
Oh,
It's
like a
super cool.
full-on thing.
Probably around 20-30 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, still
it's
pretty freaking
substantial. When you enter, they actually give you a piece of the film, as in the actual physical film.
Like the cell.
Yeah, the cell.
sick.
They give you a cell as the ticket for the movie. It's kind of super cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of super cool. I hope I can find mine. What do you call it? But out of everything though, each floor had exhibits for each part of how the animation process is done. So on the bottom floor was all of the frames and all of the stuff that they use for the animation. They had like all sorts of cool displays, and they had this really amazing display wherein they took each frame of a piece of animation and they turned it into a statue. Each frame, right?
That sounds cool.
Each frame of the
How?
statue, each frame of this animation cell has
Yeah.
been turned into a fully modeled like statuette, right?
Whoa.
And each of these statues are arranged in a carousel.
That's smart.
And they rotate around,
Right.
and then they start a strobe.
Oh shit.
They start a strobe light,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything just looks like it's animated. It's super cool. It's super duper
Yeah,
cool.
that's really smart.
Yeah,
Oh.
super duper cool.
That's awesome.
Called a Zoetrope.
Yes, it's called a Zoetrope.
Okay.
And basically it's this old ass way of animation that it's actually how people what do you call it, exhibited animation early in the past, and of course they would just use flat images.
Or like
Oh, okay,
discs
thank
on a
God.
mirror.
Yeah, like discs on a mirror and shit like that. But,
yeah.
but this one was like full statues
That's
on a
cool.
carousel,
That's
just
cool.
rotating really fast with a
Yeah.
strobe light.
Yeah,
Sounds
And
sick.
it looks super sick, right?
Yeah.
Like on the second floor, there was like there was just like a whole exhibit of Miyazaki and all of the other artists. What do you call it? Reference books. It's just this thick ass tome. Like it's a scrapbook, and every reference he's ever used is just there. It's super cool.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
like newspaper clippings, old
Yeah.
photos,
Oh, that's cool.
like old anatomy,
Yeah.
diagrams.
Ooh, I'd kill to see those.
Like everything he's ever used for inspiration for the Ghibli
Interesting.
films.
That's cool.
Super cool. And you can like
Check
go
it
through
out.
them.
Okay.
And they even have like all of the old storyboards too.
Oh, nice.
It's super cool. You can just flip through them. It's great. I'm not sure if they're the originals. Hopefully they're copies. Cause
Yeah,
I
of
can't
course,
imagine.
because people handle
Because
them
like
all.
That's
people would be
crazy.
like, oh, la, 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 la,
Yeah,
la,
it's
la.
fucking crazy. And oh shit! I like how it's still Harry Potter related. But yeah, past that is a bunch of full size to scale dioramas of the workplaces of Miyazaki, the animators, everyone, and it just looks amazing. Like some fantasy room with all of these little knickknacks everywhere. Miyazaki's room is hilarious because there's like this ashtray just full of cigarettes. like it's super cool. It's
Very
super
too
cool.
real.
Too real. And probably the strangest thing about it is like on the roof there's a cafe, and like what do you call it? They serve like Ghibli-esque food and shit like that.
Okay.
But on the side, there's a specific shop that only sells hot dogs and ice
Alright.
cream.
Just
Okay,
hot dogs,
okay.
why?
And I'm like, that's strange. Is this for the Americans? What's going on?
Okay.
And
Typecasted.
but like we were like, sure, let's have a Ghibli hot dog,
Oh boy.
and it was good.
Yeah.
Good
Does
as
it
Right?
look like
Does
one
it
of those?
not reference any of the movies?
Yeah,
think
but
so.
Not any of the food that's
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the movies.
No,
because
it's just
those
the
sound-
fucking
those
Princess
look
Wiener
delish.
no
No, Wiener Noke, yeah, Princess Wiener Noke, of
Oh
course.
no.
It was a pretty
I
good
would,
hot dog.
I would like to go to that theme.
Princess
Bootleg
Wiener
Ghibli.
Bootleg
Queen Wiener
truck.
Hokkaido.
Dude, overall Ghibli Museum, top notch, super cool. And I hear the ticket was really cheap lang, around 1,000 yen.
Oh, sick.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's
Nice.
just that it's hard.
$10.
Just go there?
It's just that you have to like book them in advance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Else you might run out. After that,
Still though, that's a steal.
yeah, after that is probably one of the most strangest experiences Donna and I have ever had. Because we usually like to travel very light. We usually like to travel on our own. We usually like to explore, right? Like blend in with the locals, hang out, talk to people who don't understand us, just buy this shady thing.
All right.
I might be explaining it wrong.
I mean, go on.
Okay, but my parents booked a Mount Fuji tour. And we were like, and I was warning Donna that,
Oh God!
like, have you ever been on a tour, Donna? And she's like, nah. I'm like, it's bad. Like, I'm just mentally preparing you. It's gonna be bad. And it was bad.
Oh
How
no.
bad is
It
it?
was bad. So
Oh, no.
we get on this bus at like the crack of dawn,
Jesus.
and it's full of other tourists.
Yep.
It's full of so many tourists and shit like that.
Yeah.
And basically, just like any tour, they put you on a strict fucking schedule.
Yep.
I hate that.
It's absolute worst. You're on a bus.
Yeah.
It drops you off at places, and they scream at you to like be back at this
Yeah,
time.
be back at this
And
time.
I'm like
Yeah, I don't like
I'm having a fit, and I'm just like And one of the first things we dropped by, like after like a 4-hour drive,
Wow.
4-hour drive to Mount Fuji. 2-hour drive. It felt like 4 hours. But we hit what's that place called? Lake
Haruna?
Lake Kawaguchi. We hit Lake Kawaguchi, which is
Alright.
this picturesque ass lake, right? And on a good day, like thankfully it was a good day, you could see the full reflection of Mount Fuji on it.
Nice.
Super cool. I took a long ass
Photogenic
video
lake.
of it. It's super cool. Super
Sick.
cool. Super sick.
Just like
But
in the
when
movies.
they drop you off there, the first thing they make you do is walk into this building to have a matcha experience.
What?
Match experience.
Yes, a matcha experience, which is like the tour guide was talking about. The tea ceremony is a integral part of Japanese culture.
Is it
And
a Japanese tour guide?
No, Chinese.
What?
No, that's the worst.
What?
Lots of Chinese people on our tour group too.
Oh, okay.
But they bring you to this matcha experience, and they sell it that it's an integral part of Japanese culture. It teaches you about harmony and like stuff like that. Blah, blah, blah. It's true.
Okay.
Sure. But they bring you to this building and they funnel you into this tiny ass room with like rows and rows of chairs, like a classroom, right? But it's tiny.
Yeah.
And they stuff you in there, and it's annoying because everyone is screaming.
Oh, God.
Because like some of the other tourists wandered off. And like
no.
you're supposed to be in here. No, get in here first, then you can wander off. And like everyone's screaming at each other, please sit down, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And like the Japanese people are screaming too because they're like speaking in English and screaming at tourists. Please sit down, do this, do that, and everyone gets like a mochi. Like, this is mochi. Eat it. It's good. They're just shouting at the top of their lungs at this like group of tourists. This group of sheeple.
I'm getting stressed out.
And like they're just shouting, this is mochi. We start with this, okay? The matcha is bitter, but this is sweet.
Okay.
Eat it. And I'm like, okay. It was pretty good mochi.
Shove
but
it
like,
in your face.
And then they start teaching about the tea ceremony and stuff. And like
right.
they put the leaves in your bowl. They teach you about the whisk.
Why is it so aggressive?
And they teach you about how to properly whisk the thing.
Okay.
And what do you call it? And the ridiculous part is like everyone's whisking their shit. It's like, it must be frothy, shit like that. But like usually at the tea ceremony, like after you froth it up, you turn the cup 3 times and then you take 3 sips. And
Okay.
2 times. You turn the cup twice. You
Sip it.
you take 3 sips and you kind of like slurp down all of the bubbles and shit on the last sip, right? And
Okay.
but imagine them being taught this but in screaming form. So it's like the Japanese people are just up in front saying like, turn the ball
Oh god.
2 times.
I cannot.
And like everyone just has like a confused look on their face, and they're just like, what do I do with this cup? And like, turn the ball 2 times. We're gonna slurp 3 times all together. First slurp, and then like,
How many were you?
and like a lot, probably like over 20, probably 30 people.
God.
And then like take the first sip, take the second sip, and then like, okay, on the last sip, we're all gonna slurp, okay? It's like, it's the most patronizing thing ever, and it's just like, I thought the tea ceremony was supposed to be about harmony and balance and like,
Yeah.
I mean, the listeners
solemn.
aren't seeing this, but me, Rafi, and Miggy are
Yeah.
just stressed out right now, just listening to your
cannot,
story.
and dude, like
Shoot.
they are rushing through this tea ceremony. It's like,
You can't
10
God.
minutes,
You
less
can't-
than 10 minutes.
What is it, Rafi? You
What?
can't rush art.
And dude, they're shouting at the top of their lungs, like, because no one in this class is listening.
course.
And it's like, we're gonna slurp all together. We're gonna slurp. And then like you just hear this awkward. And I'm like, okay.
That sounds like a title. We're gonna
Disgusting.
slurp.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
slurp.
slurp. That's another one.
2
I
times.
wish I could have recorded you in audio form because that.
And
Oh,
like,
okay.
okay, and the worst part is, after they rush this tea ceremony, after they rush your whisking of the matcha, eating the mochi, and like fucking doing the third slurp, they go, okay. They herd the entire tour group immediately, rushingly, into a souvenir shop.
Oh,
And they try to
Yes.
sell you the matcha. They try to
Yeah.
sell you the matcha. Don and I got out of there
Yeah.
lickety split and went on over to the bank of the lake to take pictures of Mount Fuji.
Good.
Yeah. It was.
Oh my
the
God.
view was great. The view was great, but like
I don't want
Just
to be
the
there. I
ordeal
don't want to
to
be
get
there.
the ordeal and like just seeing the
It's
people like
hectic.
just seeing the people like thoughtfully looking at the souvenirs like
They're
and,
not gonna buy it.
No, just like they're really buying it.
Okay.
And like
Yeah.
they're
Good for
thoughtfully
them.
appraising these souvenirs, and me and Donna are just like, oh my
No,
god,
no,
oh
no.
my god,
Don't be no scrub.
just fucking losing our minds. And then they herd you back onto the bus, and then they bring you to this like picturesque little town on the foot of Mount Fuji called Oshino Hakkai, which is super cool. It was a super cool little village, but also a tourist trap. So it was just full of like vendors and like food places and shit like that. But it was obviously a tourist trap. But the best thing out of it was like the scenery was nice. But the best thing to come out of it was the only cat we saw in our whole trip was this super fuzzy cat. And like Donna thought ahead. She had sausages in her bag.
Ever ready.
She had sausages in her bag she bought from the convenience store. Those dried sausages.
Yeah.
I respect that. I
Kind of like a
respect the
Japanese
preparation.
kind of like a Japanese Slim Jim.
Yeah.
And and we just kind of like hung out with this cat and started giving him sausages.
Yeah.
It's really cute. Look at it, right?
Oh, where it is?
It's a really cute cat. We're giving him sausages.
Yeah. I like his fur.
If you guys want to see the cat, go to @Emile Tang on Instagram.
Good plug. Good plug.
Good plug. But yeah, mostly we just really tried to enjoy the trip. But
I
like,
also experienced the minor picture in that place.
really?
Just gotta share.
What?
Remember the child that was eyeing the cat?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I know the story.
handling
Yeah.
A snowball.
But
And
Yeah.
you just know the intention. So I
Oh,
stared
no.
him down.
Oh no.
No, yeah. So
Unflinchingly just stared him down, and he noticed me, and so he started looking between me and the cat, and then he just like backed off.
no, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
basically-
Good on you.
Basically, there was this child
Yeah.
holding a snowball with ill intent,
On the
Oh,
cat.
staring at the
Looking
cat, holding a snowball, just tossing it up and down,
Sounds like an anime character.
like a fucking Dennis the Menace fucking
Sassy.
archetype. And Donna just sees this and like gives him the icy glare. It's like, no, do not do this, child.
Oh, you did it
And-
with a glare.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just a glare, no speech.
Impressive.
use
Impressive.
And this child just like looks at the cat, looks at Donna, looks at the cat, looks at Donna and backs off.
that chick will fuck me. I don't want
Yeah.
Omega level
I
mutant.
cannot win this war.
And probably like the worst thing about this tour was like, okay, no, first they bring us to this like museum thing. It's like this museum thing about Mount Fuji and stuff like that, about like the volcanic stuff, about like the animals around Mount Fuji. It's just this basic museum. So half the museum was closed. Hurrah!
Oh no!
And half of it was also a souvenir shop. So, but after that was the worst part of the tour.
Even worse than.
Even worse than the screaming matcha experience.
Oh god!
Because they bring us to an outlet mall.
No, why? This is Mount Fuji.
And I'm
It
like,
doesn't matter. Why?
and they kind of sell it that there's a great view of Mount Fuji at this outlet mall.
Serious.
And like Donna and I just get off the bus and walk into this outlet mall. Like it's like an American style mall. It's not
Open?
It's not indoors. It's just an open strip mall.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But it's an entire strip. It's not even a strip mall. It's like a strip complex.
It's huge.
It's huge.
Jesus.
Huge.
At
Probably
Mount
around
Fuji.
4 blocks.
Jesus Christ.
What the hell?
4 blocks of just strip mall complex. And we just, because they hand you a map, right? And like,
You need a
Get
Get
a
lost.
map. You need
Get
a map.
lost. Boys be.
boys be
anime
ambitious.
was a mistake.
And like,
Get lost.
you look at this map and there is nothing like remotely cultural or Japanese about this place.
Oh no.
It's just international brand names everywhere.
Tourist trap.
And I'm
number
like,
2.
Terrible.
holy shit, what is this place? And like, Donna and I are just lost in this capitalist dystopia. And like, we just have like blank 100-yard stares this whole time. And like, the best we could do was buy a couple of Haagen-Dazs bars and sit on a bench
Oh my god.
and watch the rest of the people like
Wait.
lap it up.
What about your parents?
Dumb.
They went around.
Okay.
They went
Did you
around.
find
for
the
them.
good view spot?
It was cloudy. It was cloudy.
Oh my
And
god, dude.
basically,
Shit. Aray.
it's like the most, like the only term Don and I could use throughout that whole experience was capitalist dystopia, because it's like these people are being herded, literally like sheep, into this cash draining experience.
Exactly.
And they were lapping it up. They were like, oh, there was a Filipino family right behind
Oh
us.
no.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
like
no.
they were talking and discussing about what brands they should buy.
Yeah.
And like,
no.
just remember, let's not spend too much time at each shop because that was our mistake in New York. We need to shop at more shops. And me and Donna are just like,
No.
and like I could feel my soul slowly escape my body. And I'm just like, oh my god, I'm dying, I'm dying. And
Big damage.
and the worst part is, okay, Lake Kawaguchi, awesome view.
Okay.
We spent 20 minutes there.
Oh.
10 minutes at the fucking screaming tea ceremony.
Yeah.
5 minutes at the souvenir shop. And you receive 5 more minutes to take in the view. Thankfully, Don and I didn't spend any time at the souvenir shop, so we had 10 full minutes to view Mount
minutes
Fuji
lang?
That's
in
just
front
10
of the lake. Sure,
Lord.
fucking 10 minutes, right?
10 minutes.
And you go to the quaint village, 30 minutes. You go to the fucking museum, 30 minutes.
What?
Outlet mall,
Hour.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Fucking no.
Wasting time.
There's 2. They give you 2 hours at the outlet mall.
Why?
So
Why
dumb.
waste?
I don't know.
There.
Profiteering. That's
Or
why.
you can just go
man.
back to Tokyo and buy shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like me and Donna are just like, let's just eat some ice cream and sit on this bench.
It was like a 2-hour drive to do all that at
Yes.
the crack of dawn.
Yes,
Oh my
absolutely.
God.
And we were just like, oh my god.
Big waste of time.
See, here's the thing. Whenever me and Donna go to Japan, we try to hit all the spots. We try to hit like all of the cool places, all of the we try not to hit tourist traps as much as possible. We'll do it once and then like get it over with, shit like that, right? And one of the things that we actually didn't even get to do on this trip was go to Shinjuku Gyoen, which is Shinjuku Park, which is right beside Kabukicho.
Wait a minute.
And like our time was so destroyed that we couldn't even go to the park.
But it's near your.
I know it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. But okay, so here's us enjoying some Häagen-Dazs at the capitalist dystopia.
Minus the capitalist marks.
No, yeah. But after that, we tried our best to spend our last few days just like hitting the spots, hitting like Shibuya.
Have you got into the Harajuku station?
Yeah, we were able to
good.
go to the Harajuku station.
Harajuku
They're gonna shut that down.
What?
Renovate it into something bigger because tiny ass station, right?
Yeah.
Tiny ass station. It was super cool. We hit Yanaka Ginza. No, we did not. We hit Nakano Broadway this year. Nakano Broadway. Amiokocho. And I actually had some work there too. So I actually had several meetings with other stuff. And probably one of the noteworthy ones was I was able to go to the Pokemon Company offices.
Yep,
Which is super cool. Super cool. And I did that on Christmas Day.
Wow.
We had a meeting on
Santa
Christmas
Claus.
On KFC Day.
Oh, yeah.
You're
All
friggin'
days.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, speaking of, during this Japan trip, in the spirit of Christmas,
Yeah.
it was not in the plan, but we had KFC for dinner.
Sweet.
Were you able to get the Christmas meal?
No, we just got like your normal,
The regular meal.
The regular.
your regular ass meal, and hilariously, we didn't even plan it. We didn't want to do it. Like we weren't planning on doing it, but for some reason, while we were in Otaru, we were in like snow-covered Otaru, and my dad was just like, I'm kind of tired of Japanese food. I saw a KFC. Can we go?
The magic of Santa.
I see.
Santa Santa.
And like we were just like, sure, fine, let's go hit the KFC. And then we get there and we buy the KFC, and then my parents are just like, wait, no rice, no.
Yeah.
And
You only got dinner rolls.
The people
You're
are just
lucky
like-
if you get the rolls.
yeah, and the people are just like, no, you can have like rolls or like maybe fries, and then like they're just surprised about that, and then we sit down, and then they're like, wait, no utensils.
Wait a second.
Yeah, no,
Huh?
no utensils.
Okay.
You eat that chicken with your
You
hands.
can't eat all of that with your hands.
No, yeah, and
That's also one thing I noticed in Korea.
what?
Any chicken place,
No
they just
utensils?
give you plastic.
Yes, they just give you plastic hand wraps. plastic
Okay,
hand wraps.
at least there's that.
No, yeah. And so it was a culture shock for them. It's just literally chicken pieces that you eat with your hands. But it was very Christmassy. I would have to say that it's not all that cracked up to be. I don't know. It was a bit too oily for me.
Okay.
It was still good, but it was still kind of greasy. You know how
Could have
KFC
been just
is.
because of all the orders, so
Probably.
maybe they rushed a
Probably.
bunch of them.
But Don and I were able to enjoy a nice slice of Christmas cake on Christmas Day. Bought from the 7-Eleven downstairs.
Yeah.
Which was also a nightmare.
Yeah, Christmas cake reservations.
No.
No,
The
it's not
7-Eleven
that
itself was a nightmare.
Oh, God.
Because this is the 7-Eleven in the middle of Kabukicho, in the middle
Oh,
of the
busiest.
tourist trap
Oh,
hotels.
11 with, okay.
So it's the only one.
It's the,
The
only.
busiest
It's the
7-Eleven.
it's the closest one, and all of the tourists are coming in and out. And you know how 7-Elevens, when you walk in, there's a chime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine a full 7-Eleven with long ass lines, and that chime doesn't stop. Never. That chime just keeps going and going and
You
going.
gotta learn to block it out.
No, yeah.
Every
yeah.
hour.
Fucking crazy. But all in all, it was an enjoyable Japan trip. I just wish we had more time and we didn't waste it doing a lot of things, but I always enjoy Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, how many days were you?
8 days. 8
Nice.
days. Shorter than
That's so
our usual.
good.
Not bad.
Talk to us about the hot springs, though.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I missed out on talking about is while we were in Otaru, we did like a day trip to a hotel with a hot spring. Actually, checking into that hotel would have been too expensive. So, as a travel tip, I guess, to some people out there looking to do this, you can actually just schedule a day trip to some hotels that have hot springs. And you don't have to check in, you don't have to do anything.
Just hot spring.
At the most,
Spring it out.
you maybe have lunch there, so you can use their hot springs.
Yeah.
And you just pay for the hot spring ticket, and then they'll let you in. It's super cool.
It's a established practice. It's fine. It's an accepted.
It's fine. It's
Okay,
fine.
great.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we were with my family, and we were also with my sister's boyfriend, who is Chilean. Who isn't very familiar with like the Japanese hot spring culture.
See.
So we were explaining. So we were explaining it to him, and like one of the funniest things probably he ever said was because I was explaining like the etiquette of like being at a hot spring, like okay,
Separated.
you got to be buck naked.
Fuck yeah.
They give you 2 towels, a big towel and a small towel. Leave the big towel inside. Bring the tiny towel with you.
Alright.
But use the tiny towel to scrub yourself, but never let it touch the hot spring water.
Okay.
So like place it on your head. Don't let your hair touch the hot spring water. Don't dip your face in the hot spring water. Just your body.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So I was explaining that kind of stuff to him, and then he's like, "Wait, no hair in the hot spring? I should not let my hair touch the hot spring."
Okay.
And then I'm like, yeah, don't. And then he's like, "But what about my pubic hair?"
I knew it.
And,
I knew it.
and then I'm just like, no, that's fine. Just like scrub beforehand, like do everything, do the scrubbing, do the everything. And it was nice. It was super duper nice. And I don't think I've ever hit a hot springs in the winter. And no.
Is it confusing?
How do you get
Since
around
it's
the
hot
naked?
and cold.
How do you get around the naked?
Yeah.
Okay. It's something you kind of just get used to, and you start not caring about it once you're in the hot spring,
Okay.
because it's so fucking relaxing. It's so great that you don't care about how many naked people are there.
No, how do you get in naked?
You
There's
okay?
a
Okay.
change room.
Okay.
There's a
So
change room, right?
when you
You
enter,
can't let it. Sorry, go ahead.
no. So when you enter a hot spring, you enter a locker room first,
Okay.
and you pick a basket. You put your clothes in there, and then you go into the hot spring. That's it. You become fully naked there. Do you need something explained to you?
I think
Yes.
like on the way from the locker room to the hot spring.
Yeah.
How do you?
No, you just walk in naked. That's
Sweet.
it.
All right.
So
Once you
wa-
open the locker
like
room
once you
doors, it's
enter the
hot
locker room, it's naked territory.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Time to get raunchy.
You can,
Please don't.
please do not get raunchy.
I'd rather not.
Like you get in there, it's naked time. like.
There's
it's-
another one.
It's open season, and
You get in there, it's naked time.
it's
get naked.
so basically
Okay.
okay for anyone listening out there who is not familiar with hot spring or onsen or what's the term for public bath? Ofuro? Something like that. If you're not familiar with hot spring or public bath etiquette, let's go through a quick primer.
Okay.
No?
Okay.
So, when you enter the hot spring, you are expected to be fully ass naked, right? So you enter, you pick a locker or a basket. If the place is old, it's probably just a basket. If it's a bit more modern, you probably get a locker with a key. And you leave your clothes there. All your clothes. Usually cell phones are not allowed. You leave it at a locker outside or whatever.
Gotcha.
But you get in there and you're expected to remove all of your clothing. You usually get 2 towels, a big towel and a small towel. The big towel is for drying yourself off afterwards.
Yeah.
And the small towel you're meant to take in with you.
Gotcha.
So after you've removed all of your clothing, you get into the public bath or the hot spring. The first order of business at a hot spring or a public bath is to take a bath. So do not get into the hot spring, do not get into the hot tub without first sitting down at one of these stations to shower yourself and scrub yourself clean. So
that
that
takes place first.
Yes.
Before the-
Yes. So you scrub yourself clean so that when you enter the hot spring for the public, you're clean, right? So you do that first. Of
course,
Scrub your face, scrub your hair. They give you shampoo. They give you everything. Take a bath, basically.
Alright.
And then after you rinse off, you're free to soak in the hot spring or the public bath, hot tub, whatever. And that's really it.
Yeah.
Really, that's it.
Isn't that also etiquette on actual Japanese bathroom?
No, yeah.
Whenever you take.
You get into the tub after
yeah.
you
After you shower. After you shower.
And you don't waste the water.
You
on
can
the
leave
tub.
the water
Yeah.
for other people to use.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
a friend who got freaked out.
When you drain the tub.
My friend drained the tub and the family freaked out because where's the water?
It's been here for years. Your grandma soaked in that water.
God damn it! Fuck. Where's the water?
We were working on it. We were gonna pass that water
No,
to
like-
your
Like
sister.
my friend basically just took a bath normally, like
Yeah.
shower
Okay.
Drain
in
it.
the bathtub, so something like that.
Oh,
like an American.
No,
like,
it's a good
Like,
thing they
oh,
drained it
scrubby
because that
soap,
water's
yeah.
tainted now.
Yeah, I know.
No,
Yeah.
By all of the
By-
stuff that
by
came
the
off of you
shower
from the
during-
shower.
By the
Yeah.
capitalism.
By the
the 2-hour capitalism trap.
No, yeah, absolutely.
So is that what bath bombs are for? Like,
I mean, no.
You can
No,
put
no.
no.
It's
Because I'm
different.
confused. I found a bath bomb shop in Italy.
Yeah.
And it's
Lush?
like
Is it Lush?
I don't understand the science of it. Like it's expensive. It's €5 per bar
Bath
of
bomb.
bath
Bomb,
bomb.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And they had these like funky looking bath bombs that are like really like, for example, there's rocket science and it's shaped like a rocket.
Have you
And,
seen
like,
the one that looks like the Jaws shark with
With
blood
the
coming
blood
out the
coming
side?
out.
I think I've seen a shark. Wait.
But it's
And like,
just-
what? How do you? What is that?
Yeah,
If you get into a tub in like America, you bathe in it.
Yeah, you
You
just
throw it.
Then you put it, then it suds it up. Then
Yeah.
you enjoy it.
So that's
Yeah.
one time use per
Yeah,
thing.
one
one
time.
time use per
It'll dissolve in the water.
It seems expensive, like
yeah,
€5.
because
Actually,
it
Like I
has-
think it's a bath salts that make it.
Yeah, it's a luxury thing, and the bath bombs are actually really popular with the Japanese too.
Yeah.
There's like all sorts of bath bombs. There's like the Raymond bath bombs.
Yeah.
Shit.
That you can just buy.
This one looks like a pie.
No, yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, they sell these here.
yeah,
Really?
Lush.
Yeah.
There's a cupcake one.
Yeah.
These are the rocket science one.
Oh,
yo,
yo.
that's sick.
And then the name of the show is called The Art of Bathing.
Nice.
Like, that's for the Smash community.
Oh my god.
Sorry, just go for it.
But yeah, like bath bombs are a thing in Japan too. You can totally buy bath bombs anywhere, and they
Okay.
even have these like little like if you go to any convenience store, you can get these bath things. I don't think you can call them bath bombs, but they're little pills that you throw into your bathtub to ease your sore working
nice.
salaryman muscles after a long day.
Yes, the Lazarus pit.
Yes, absolutely.
Orange
absolutely.
Lazarus.
That's it. But what do you call it? We enjoyed ourselves. Whatever you do, don't dip your small hand towel scrubby thing into the hot spring.
Because it's tainted.
It's tainted.
Got
It's
it.
tainted.
I see.
That's
That's the
why-
one you use for the cleaning.
Yes, I
Gotcha.
like how your cleaning motion involves scrubbing your bowls.
Yeah,
Yeah, he played Marvel 1. He knows what Jin does.
Yeah,
He just
exactly.
goes,
He uses the tiny towel.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Do you have any other questions about hot springs?
That covers it for now, I guess. I'm sure I'll have more.
No, yeah. There's usually also an outdoor and an indoor area for hot springs like this. Luckily, there was an outdoor onsen, which was cool. I've never experienced an outdoor onsen with the snow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah,
Actually, really super cool. Cold.
So you just get into the.
No, yeah. Actually, the first time you get out, it'll be freezing cold because you're buck naked.
Yeah.
Right.
But you get into the hot spring and it's like insanely hot, and then you just let
It evens out.
the warmth permeate throughout your entire body. Like I probably sat in there for like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then I got out and I was fine. Like
Oh.
I stood
The
stood
heat
out.
is now in me.
Like I stood out in the cold for like a good solid 5 to 10 minutes, and it
Yeah.
felt great.
Buck naked.
Yeah,
You buck ass naked, you're doing the Superman pose.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I feel nothing.
No, yeah, absolutely. Just soaking in there felt great, and then I would go into the sauna with a bunch of old men and like just sit there for 10
There's a
minutes.
sauna too.
And then go out into the cold, brisk air and just stand there for 5 minutes.
Ah,
And then
did
like
you laugh out loud?
no, and then
5
just
minutes.
and then I would just take a dip again, and then
okay.
there was a cold ice pool too.
Ooh.
And like
Yeah, I remember
yeah,
After a
and
basketball
yes.
game.
It's super cool. It's super
Okay.
cool. It's super great. Probably really fun onsen experience. And then we went home.
Oh, what an ending.
Okay.
No, yeah. Honestly, that was mostly it. I wish we did more during the trip. I would love to go to Japan with you boys.
Oh,
next
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
It would be
Let's
great.
try,
It would be
let's
great.
try.
I'd love to show
One
you guys
time.
around.
Like any travel, to be honest.
No, yeah, any
That
travel
would be
because
fun.
for this episode we traveled all around the world to separate locations.
Yeah.
So
To refresh our minds and bodies for this coming year.
Our influences
and
spread,
spread
to
the
many
joy.
nations.
of good trades. You know,
I was like, Good Trades Podcast, va bene.
this is a
Follow this URL.
I'm listening to this podcast because I'm in it.
good trades. I desu ne.
Yeah. Good trades. Fighting.
Good trade.
Good trades. You know, but
Molto bene.
I tredo. I trade.
Prego, mi amici. Good Trades.
What do you call it? So this is a really good ass way to start the year. Just talking about our trips, talking about like all the experiences we've had in the past 2019, and so I don't think we really have time to do a rec section, but
No.
I would thoroughly rec Japan.
I'll wreck Korea.
I like that you forgot.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe he was about to say fake Harry Potter line.
Yeah,
I recommend Hongdae. I recommend Italia, va bene. It's molto
No, check out
bene.
Georgia. It's a cool place.
You know, hilariously, usually when I'm in Japan, I drink exclusively Boss coffee. But for some reason, on this trip, I drank exclusively Georgia coffee.
Whoa.
Yeah, I
In
know.
the wrong
honor,
place.
in
Yeah,
honor of
Oh, maybe
Migoy.
you can wreck something in Japan
No.
specifically.
Okay.
So I'll while you all think, I'll
Okay.
recommend checking out the Georgia Beltline.
Ooh,
So it's like a 5-mile long looping
Yeah.
walkway that goes around key points in the Atlanta City Prime. So if you want to visit, like it's a small little thing that people go around, bike on, skate on. But like if you want to just take a brisk walk around, it takes 30 minutes and see like some nice art on the street, a lot of kick-ass areas. Just check out the Georgia Beltline.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I got something. I want to recommend like Big Bus Tour. It's a
Big bus.
yeah.
tour?
It's like it's the antithesis of what you were talking about, like
Okay.
that tourist experience of you in a group, a tight schedule, 10 minutes per this, blah blah blah.
But 2 hours at the capitalist hell.
Yeah, something like that, like a funneled, rigid schedule.
Mm-hmm.
The Big Bus Tour is a hop on, hop off type bus. It goes around the city. For example, in Rome, it goes around the city for the famous sites. You can come on at any time. You can come off at any time, anything you want. You can ride the whole thing to completion and sleep
So the
inside.
bus is the service, and
Yeah.
Sick.
ikaw bahala.
Ikaw bahala.
Sick.
Pero
That's cool.
it takes you around the sites. If you like, for example, that's also what we did in Paris. Like, okay, Eiffel Tower is cool. Okay, let's go down here. And then
So that's how you got to all the spots.
yeah, and then
Nice.
you come back to the stop, and you'll wait for the next one, and it'll take
Go to
you
the
where you
next
want to go
tourist
again.
spot.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
And they're like super really cheap, like €15 per day. It's nothing.
For the whole thing?
Yeah, for like a whole 8 to 5 day of the bus.
That's your
tour.
window.
Yeah,
Oh, that's-
you can go
that's
around
a
wherever
full
you
day.
want it.
Sick.
Yeah.
It's good. Whenever a country has big bus tour, go for it.
If
Nice.
ever you guys are gonna go to Korea and you are gonna save on food, if you find food there expensive, I have one recommendation when it comes to eating and saving when it comes to food, and
Yeah,
that's,
go for it.
it's a chain restaurant called Hansot. I think. Hansot.
Yeah.
So it's a fast food chain, but they have good selection of food. Like you got the beef, you got the chicken, you got the pork, you got
The essentials.
You got tempura, you got noodles, and it's fairly cheap. Like it's fairly cheap compared to the other fast food chains that are available there, and especially compared to the normal restaurants there in Korea. So yeah, Hansel.
Cool. As for me, over in Japan, you know, I could recommend like cheap ass souvenir places like Don Quixote. That would be cool. I could recommend cheap ass food places like Sukiya or Matsuya. Cool ass cheap beef bowl places. But I think for now I will recommend Japanese television.
Okay.
As a broad concept.
general.
As a broad concept, while you're in Japan, make sure that whatever hotel you're in, turn on the TV and see what is going on.
You gotta look at the tube, baby.
Absolutely, because while I was there, if any of you are familiar and are fans of Gaki no Tsukai,
Nice.
downtown, they were having their annual Batsu Games.
Oh, sick.
And I actually got to watch it live.
Yes.
So that's super cool. I will educate you on this further, Rafi.
Okay, great.
It is a yearly tradition of a group of Japanese comedians where they put themselves into a situation where for 24 hours they cannot laugh. And
All right,
if they laugh,
They get punished.
like
punishment.
if they laugh, a strike team enters the vicinity and slaps
Smacks
their
them.
ass.
Yeah.
Dude,
With
we're
a
talking
stick.
really
about
hard.
paddles.
With paddles,
okay.
with paddles, batons, whatever the theme is
Yeah.
for this year. But it's at this point it's a tradition now, and it's absolutely hilarious. Japanese TV has never let me down.
Yeah.
Especially downtown.
No, yeah, downtown. Like I fucking love Matsumoto
They're
and Hamada.
You know that they have action figures
Yeah,
under
yes.
SH Figure Arts?
Absolutely, it's so weird.
Sick ass.
Yeah.
But probably one of the other highlights was like I was scrolling through Japanese television and I stumbled upon this children's channel that is full of children's programming. And I stumbled upon this one TV show that they had,
Yeah.
which seemed to be about a group of steampunk children who are solving problems by playing musical covers in order to help out drawings of steampunk animals.
I like that you're just describing this by memory.
No, yeah. I'm just like, it felt like a fever dream.
Are you sure this is real, or are you just
I have
like
a video. I have a
watching?
video.
Okay.
I have a video.
prove
Wait,
that it's
what are the
real.
drawings trying to do
There,
that they require
okay,
help?
for example, there is a drawing of a steampunk whale stuck on a beach.
Oh no.
And in order to save it, this group of children are playing a cover of the intro of Hawaii 5-0.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's
And-
weird.
and-
the
and-
beach.
Saving
And they
music.
notice that the faster they play the song, the engines of this steampunk whale drawing start up. So that was the scenario I was being
Okay.
faced with. And all this time, a group of nefarious steampunk people are trying to prevent them from doing this for some reason.
They got
Also
erasers.
music?
I don't know. I don't understand, but it seems innovative and it seems to be teaching something good to the children.
I need
So
to.
I'm all for it.
I'm all for it.
I need to look into this and the
Dude,
links.
I watched Japanese television also when I was there, and like the first thing I see was like a cutthroat business drama about the world of hot pants.
Amazing.
As in, like people were like, it's like very serious, but at points like we gotta get the sales of hot pants up, and then they're wearing it around like
this a
really
theory
short
air?
shorts, like, and then at some point there was a confrontation at a waterfall
Is
between.
this in Netflix?
No,
Just Japanese TV.
Okay.
It just in Japan, just turn on the TV and see what
Wait.
you can find.
Continue. Waterfall?
Yeah, there was a confrontation at the waterfalls.
This is like a
And-
Naruto versus
and
Sasuke
it's like-
thing?
Yeah, and it's like the protagonist businessman in his suit and his hot pants, and this
God.
and the rival businessman in his suit and his hot pants, and all their entourage also in hot pants.
What is this?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Holy shit.
Oh god! I know I have a picture of it somewhere.
Okay. So, I
Yeah.
believe, boys, that was a very good trade
Oh, so good.
and a good start to 2020. That was a 4-hour podcast. Jesus.
All right.
podcast.
Big
Yes.
podcast. Big podcast.
Big travel.
Big travel.
So,
You know what else is big? A Patreon.
I mean, our script isn't present.
No,
We did
It's
propose
okay.
script,
It's okay.
but-
It's okay. It's okay.
But yeah, for past episodes, you can look us up at our, in your favorite podcast listening app, such as Spotify, Anchor.fm,
Android podcasts.
Apple
Podcasts,
LimeWire,
Not LimeWire.
not LimeWire.
Winamp.
Winamp.
Maybe.
Is it maybe?
Maybe.
Does Winamp
Maybe.
have a sound?
Maybe.
Podcasting.
If
Maybe.
it doesn't, it should.
And of course, we have the social media accounts.
We have the
that you can
Facebook
follow.
account.
Yeah, facebook.com/goodtradesbrigade.
We have the Instagram.
Good Trades Podcast.
At Instagram.com. No, at Good Trades Podcast. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the Twitter.
We have the Twitter.
At GT Brigade.
Yeah.
And then we have a YouTube channel. Finally.
YouTube.com/C/Good Trades Brigade.
And
You
then
catch us on there.
Yeah, and then of course you could subscribe. I mean, you could. How do we do the Patreon stuff? You can be our patron.
Be our
Patreon
patron.
page.
We currently have some wonderful patrons currently supporting us, keeping the lights on,
Yeah.
improving all of the gear and stuff, making sure it happens. Thank you so much, Mr. Carlo Licodina, mister Kenneth Yu, Mr. Kevin Bose, Mr. Art Van Turen,
Whoop.
Denise Aquino,
My wife.
and Mr. Charlie Coralejo.
Peter.
Hello.
Thank you so much for supporting the show. And if you guys are interested in supporting the show, you can check us out on www.patreon.com/goodtrades.
Yeah, and of course, if you listeners have any questions about our trips, you know, just ask away.
Over at the Facebook.
in the comment section, or via email, or in our Discord channel.
Right,
Yeah.
that's a thing.
I think that's
That's
the
a thing.
first time we've ever promoted
The Discord.
Discord channel. I mean,
Yeah.
No, yeah. So, I do believe that was a good.
Year. Trade. Sorry, I fucked it up.
God damn it!
Don't forget,
I'm not.
be ambitious
Yeah.
and keep it going.
Boys, be ambitious.
Boys,
Also girls.
be ambitious.
People.
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 Yeah,
Be
stay
ambitious.
Be ambitious.
And keep it
Going. This is the sound
Wait lang.
of chicken.
What do we
skin.
talk about? What's on limits? What
Everything. This is a 6-hour podcast.
No, kasi hindi pwede na, hindi pwede sa
I
akin.
have a flight.
I'm just joking.
Yung Star Wars and The Witcher and yung
I'm
other
not
stuff.
sure if
Do
we're
we just do
gonna talk
trips
about
na lang?
trips lang.
Just trips.
Trips, no media.
Okay, no media.
No media.
So this game I played was.
So, sing.
I mean,
Maybe a little media.
What was the-
a little bit of games, but like mostly
was-
trips.
Just one.
Mostly
One
trips.
per person.
What was
na
the
lang.
thing you said at McDo that we
I
should
remember.
save for the okay.
So sing.
Okay.
1, 2. 1, 2. For good measure.
1, 2.
That
last one
Should be-
on your face.
A big disgrace. Okay.
A big dick grace.
Yeah.
There you go.
Silencio.
I'm not editing this, so I don't care.
Okay. Did I hear your neck pop?
Probably.
What was that?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
All good.
Okay.
All good.
Yes.
Yes.
Even better.
Comared.
How good are we talking? How good is good?
Molto.
Molto bene.
Molto
Molto
good.
bene.
Sì.
Molto bene, boys.
Ah, yes. It's a me, a Mario.
Did you know that?
Epic.
Did you know that the nickname for Boris is Buria?
Duria?
Buria.
Buria?
Buria.
Mishima made?
No, yeah, Buria. If
Buria.
if you're very close to a Boris, you can call him Buria.
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 What about
Doris.
Doria?